time you borrowed. I'm no longer afraid to tell you that I need you, and I wish that you would come back for more.
Trust myself tonight, yeah. Woo, yeah. Come on.
Celebrate Swan month of membership. Let's go.
Let's fucking go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. K-Huck, how are you, K-Huckcast? I hope everybody's got a chance to check out K-Huckcast. She's got a great show. Great show over there. I saw you said, am I having any interviews planned? Not tonight. Tonight's just going to be me and you guys, but there are people I'm talking to and working on. And to be honest with you, with the holidays, it's just, right now, it's just really hard to get people to commit. You know, I think that's where I'm at right now in that specific zone. People, like, I've had people who, some people have just gone flat out radio silent. I don't know if it's my lack in views. Let's be honest, all right? EG ain't getting the views right now, and that's fine. It's not going to stop it, right? EG does it because he enjoys being artistic and expressing himself and telling interesting stories. If he don't get the views, he don't get the views. Everybody struggles. Everybody has their ups. Everybody has their downs. It's totally cool. We continue to push forward. Why? Because we can. Why? Because we have to. Why? Because, God damn it, this is America. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, yeah, so as far as interview goes, there are people I'm talking to. I'm trying to work some stuff out to get all that stuff taken care of. But right now, you know how it is, K-Huck. Everybody's like, oh, well, you had Raymundo on there, and he has 200,000 subscribers, and you only got 200 views. Yeah, it's because nobody probably found it. I'm sure people... By the way, my conversation with Raymundo, in my opinion, I think was great. I think my interviews with everybody I've talked to so far has been pretty damn good. Well, if you ever want me to come on, K-Huck, abso-fucking-lutely. Let's set it up. I would love to talk to you, K-Huck. I think that'd be super, super fun. Talking all kinds of stuff. My YouTube acting up, that's not good, Gypsy Rose. That's not good. We can't be having your YouTube acting up. Tonight we're going to be... I don't know what we're going to be doing tonight. We're going to be kind of perusing a little bit. We're going to be perusing around the internet, interwebs, probably catch up on a little of the stuff that's going on with Locale. The Locale Queens, by the way. Yeah, that show is fucking chaos, and I like it. I like it a lot. So, yeah, we talk about that. I need to fix this. Yeah, I need to fix that a little bit. It was a little too high on me. Raymundo did an excellent video about bronies. I saw that. I saw his video on bronies. All his videos are really, really good. What's up, Janie Minaj? All right, let's plug let's show the channel real quick, and then we'll do roll call. Roll call. All right, cool. Let me give myself back up here. All right, so we got Blue Jay in the house. What's up, Blue Jay? One of my top moderators. Soul and Luna, my top moderator. Top general right now, helping out with a lot of things. Rogera has taken on a role of being an editor, so Soul and Luna is mainly focusing on, keeping the community organized, being my go-to person if I need to be like, yo, I'm at work, can't really drop in Discord. Can you just give a such and such to the community? She does that for me, and she does a great job. So that's why we love Soul and Luna. Janie Minaj. Hang on. Janie Minaj. How you doing? It's good to see you guys. I know it's late, but... who cares? Who cares? Well, I'm on Christmas break, so I can go as late as I want. Technically, I was supposed to work tomorrow, but I just took off so I could have an extra day. Get a full week of Christmas break, you know what I'm saying? Daniel's crew, how are you? It's good to see you. Good to see you, Daniel's crew. Kevin Z, howdy. Howdy to you, sir. I hope that you're doing well. I hope that everybody's got their Christmas shopping mostly done. Master Toothpick, what's happening, crew? Not a whole lot right now. K-Huckcast, of course. Of course, K-Huckcast. We were just talking about it. Now we're gonna interview K-Huckcast. So you have that to look forward to. Signed, sealed, confirmed, delivered tonight. You guys heard it here first. I'm going to be interviewing K-Huck at some point. Daniel's crew, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you. Gypsy Rose, it's good to see you. She's back and ready to attack. Not really ready to attack, but it's always fun to see Gypsy Rose hanging out. I think Gypsy Rose will probably like the stream tonight. I think we're going to be going into some more laid back stories, some stories that are not as degenerate as some of the other stories that we've talked about. Let's keep going. Soul and Luna over on Kick as well to go along with Blue Jay. To go along with her YouTube. So Twitch, obviously I got suspended over there for a month, so you guys aren't going to see me there until probably January. I'll be able to start being back on Kick because apparently I showed someone getting hurt, which apparently against Twitch TOS. Yeah, I could sit here and be as anti-Semitic as I want over on Twitch, and they'll be fine with that. But the minute you show someone getting hit by a car by accident because they were being an idiot, all of a sudden now you get banned for it. Tina911, what's up, Tina Cut? The oldest member in the EG Lately community, and we're happy to have her. Of course, my lovely lady Cat, my lovely, beautiful life partner Cat. Happy to see you hanging out in there. Avocados, Diaboli in the train in my way to work, but tuning in for a bit. All right, Avocados, how you doing? I hope that you have a nice day at work. Checking us out on the train over in Germany. I call it the Germany because I don't know why I call it the Germany. I just do. But I hope everybody's doing really well. Avocados also has a channel. Make sure you guys go check her out. She is a very talented creator as well. So I don't care. I will shill everybody. I will shill them all. Go watch their channels, support them, because that's what our community does here. We're a very supportive group of people. If they win you from me, then they deserve to win you from me. If you want to go watch them instead of me, by all means, I say go for it, because that means that they earned it, and that makes me all the better. If someone's pushing me to make my content better, to win y'all back, I'm all for it. You know what I'm saying? That's the kind of attitude sometimes you have to have in regards to this kind of stuff. They're the bluest of Jays. I freaking love it. That's right. She is the bluest of Jays. The Blue Jay is the bluest of Jays. She is. I love how quick she was with it. She was so quick with the name change. Sadly, won't have my coworker effed up at work, and I'll have to explain to my boss. Well, that sucks. Unfortunately, you can't always pick. You can't always pick who you work with. Unfortunately, trust me, I know because I work with an absolute d-bag who hates my guts for literally no reason at all. And hang on, I think I got a double sound thing going here. All right. Wait. Okay. I think I have a double sound thing here. So was I echoing for a minute there? I shouldn't be echoing now, so that should be good. All right. I shouldn't be echoing now. I don't know why that happened, but it did. It did indeed. Yes, we definitely love Blue Jay. Thanks to Blue Jay, I had one of the most lucrative months ever. I think it was back a few months ago. Because of the Blue Jay lottery. So thank you. You know, everybody wanted to get her a membership, and it ended up getting everybody to be very charitable. And as you know, as someone who's very poor, it's very appreciative. I checked them out, and some I subscribed, and some I don't. Just my taste, I guess. But I love EG. Thank you, Daniel's crew. Kim Jacobs, how are you? Good to see you. Good to see you, Kim Jacobs, over in Australia. Jerky coworkers are no fun. You're absolutely right, Gypsy Rose. Jerky coworkers suck. They suck. There's nothing fun about a jerky coworker. I think it was just. I thought it was just reverb. Yeah, no, it wasn't. I had two inputs engaged at the same time, so it tends to create like that echoey type of sound, which no good, no good. You were in stereo, and now you sound like mono. Yeah, that's because I had two channels going. Mono sounds, in my opinion, I think sounds better, but we don't want that reverb. We don't want a nice, clear, crisp voice for EG. No confusion. No. I don't know. I don't really know what else to say about that. I don't know what else to say about that.
Yeah, this party just keeps getting better. The more the merrier.
Solent Luna became a lately. Solent Luna celebrates 4 months of membership. Been here for a bit and thank you. EG.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I got to fix that alert. It looks like it's off to the side a little bit. Where did the alert go? Yeah, for some reason, all of it changed. So now the next alert that comes up should pop up appropriately. But sometimes,
Hell
like,
yeah, this party just
there,
keeps
see?
getting better. The more the merrier.
Gypsy Rose became a lately.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about. Thank you so much, Gypsy.
Hell yeah, this party just keeps getting better. The more the merrier.
Solent Luna gifted ZAMOLLIUS a membership.
I'm gonna have to get in. You guys know
Yeah,
I'm gonna have to get into the voice.
Getting better. The more the merrier.
Solent Luna gifted Fleur-de-Lis a membership.
Let's go. Thank you, Soul. Merry
Hell yeah,
Christmas.
this party just keeps getting better. The more the merrier.
Solent Luna gifted Canglepian membership.
Oh, Soul, you're the best. You
Hell
really
yeah,
are.
This party just keeps getting better. The more the merrier.
Solent Luna gifted Nancy a membership.
Thank you.
Yeah, this party just keeps getting
Oh,
better.
snap. Still
The more the
going.
merrier.
Solent Luna gifted Thea Marie Iloni, me, a membership.
That's quite a name. That is quite a name, guys. Quite a name. Thank you again, Soul. Wow. So happy. And again, thank you, Gypsy Rose, for becoming a member. Yeah, inspired by the Blue Jay lottery. Yes, I wish that we had the Blue Jay lottery every month. That would be awesome. I'm not gonna lie, guys. You know, I'm aware that my numbers are down, right? And that just kind of seems like it goes with the territory of being on YouTube, right? Being on YouTube is never a guaranteed success. You have to constantly try to strive. Have you guys seen my new video with the
Hell
guy?
yeah, this party just
Woo!
keeps getting
Let's
better.
go.
The more the merrier.
Gypsy Rose gifted Vincent Martin a membership.
Oh, Gypsy freaking Rose, let's go.
Hell yeah,
10
this party
gifted.
just keeps getting better. The more the merrier.
Gypsy Rose gifted Lexi Lime a membership.
Wow. Thank you so much, Gypsy. I can't believe it's so generous. W's in the chat for all the memberships being gifted.
Gypsy Rose gifted Tri-State Scratcher a membership.
So incredibly
Hell yeah,
generous.
this party just keeps getting better. The more the merrier.
Gypsy Rose gifted MVG a membership.
Let's go. Gift them all, baby. Gift them all.
Hell yeah, this party
I let him
just keeps
play,
getting
man. I let him
better.
play.
The more the merrier.
Gypsy Rose gifted Winter Rose a membership.
Unfortunately, Gypsy, it does go randomly.
Yeah, this party just keeps getting better.
But it does tend to give people who are here more than...
Gypsy gifted the Flaming Zombie a membership.
That's a great name, the Flaming Zombie. I dig it.
Hell yeah, this party just keeps getting better. The more the merrier.
Gypsy gifted the Amber Chicken membership.
Let's go. Let's go.
Hell yeah, this
It
party
just keeps
keeps
going,
getting
man. It's
better.
never ending. I
More
dig
the
it.
merrier.
I'm here for it. Merry
Gypsy
Christmas.
gifted Blue Star 5077 a membership.
Yes.
Hell yeah, this party just keeps getting better. The more the merrier.
Gypsy gifted Deep State Thrombosis a membership.
Look, you even got Miss Lately in the chat saying thank
Hell yeah,
you.
This party just keeps getting better.
Because you know it helps
The more
all of
the
us.
merrier.
Gypsy gifted Nonna T a membership.
Yeah, I think it does pick people who haven't got memberships. Because I rarely get 2 memberships from people. But this is for Gypsy. Thank you. Gypsy, so incredibly kind of you. Seriously, from my family to yours, thank you so much. And I hope you have a Merry, Merry Christmas. I hope everybody's enjoying their holidays. This is, you know, obviously not a very normal... you now have 3.64 subs, which is cool. I actually have 6.65 or 3.65 subs. Weirdness because it is gifting people who aren't in here and not gifting those who are. Yeah, unfortunately, Gypsy Rose, sometimes it'll gift people who simply just watch videos as opposed to are actually in the stream, which I agree it should trigger for the people who show up most. But then again, we do have a lot of people who rewatch the streams, so they could also have something to do with that. So if you are one of my rewind watchers and VOD watchers, thank you so much, and I hope that you enjoy the membership that you were given. Again, very generous, Gypsy Rose. Very, very
Hell yeah,
generous.
this party just keeps getting better. The more the merrier.
Solemn Luna gifted Nanny a membership.
So, oh my God, let's go, guys.
Hell yeah, this party just keeps getting better. The more the merrier.
Everybody's
Solemn
getting
Luna
them,
gifted DKC Underwater Level Music a membership.
and you get a membership, and you get a
Yeah,
membership.
this party just
It's like
keeps getting
Oprah.
better. The more the merrier.
Solid Luna gifted Snosberry Muffins a membership.
The snozberries taste like snozberries.
Hell yeah, this party just keeps getting better. The more the merrier.
Solid Luna gifted Leviasis a membership.
Hey, you know what? If a troll gets a membership,
Hell
they get a
yeah,
membership.
This party just keeps getting better.
I know you guys got my back. You guys are the best, seriously.
Solid Luna gifted Anthony Trossos a membership.
Anthony Drossos, welcome, welcome, welcome. Oh man, again, guys. Wow. So kind, so incredibly kind. I don't know how to say thank you except by saying thank you again. Whew, what a way to start off a stream, right? And I didn't stream on Thursday night, so you know, I am on Christmas break now from work. I was supposed to have work tomorrow, but I just decided to take off so that I can just have a nice, decent long break so I can get a lot of videos done for you guys. Again, if you guys haven't gotten a chance to check out my recent video that I uploaded, I worked very, very hard on it. It kept getting copyright issues, but I think that it's a very powerful story about a man who, even though, you know, thanks to his belief in God, somehow managed to stay positive in probably one of the worst situations ever. It's a very sad story, though.
This party just keeps getting better. The more the
Thank you,
merrier.
Daniel's crew.
Daniel's crew gifted Muniax a membership.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, W's in the chat for everybody who just gifted, man. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. But yeah, so again, that story that I covered is a very, very sad story. So, you know, don't go into... It's a very interesting story, though, at the same time. So sometimes you have to... you know, take the good with the bad. Sometimes we talk about tragic things in here, but the fact that the guy remained positive and tried to be upbeat during that whole situation, even though he was in probably one of the scariest situations a person could find themselves in my opinion, makes me inspired by him. And then there's a lot of other people. Unfortunately, I stay struggling myself. Well, that's why we all stick together, Master Toothpick. We all stay together. Once hubby gets back to work, I'll also be gifting memberships and sending super chats. Thank you, Tina. I know you would. Again, I am incredibly grateful for you guys who donate. But I'm here because I love spending time with y'all. Let's be real about it, right? I'd probably do this for free if that was... I am doing it for free essentially a lot of times. But, you know, again, anything you guys give, incredibly grateful for. I don't really know what else to say. I'm not very good at this part, saying thank you for that stuff. Gypsy says, for anyone who wonders, I support EG because of his heart. I do not always agree with EG, but we can all be civil and respect each other. I do not like the degenerate content. Yes, Gypsy Rose, I know. And we support you too, and we appreciate you. And yes, we do not agree on a lot of things, but you know what? We agree on most things, and I think that that's what's important. In the end of the day, I think our principles still fall around the same area, our belief in a higher power, our respect towards other people, things of that nature, our curiosity in investigating interesting topics. But yes, I understand not everybody likes the degenerate stuff, so not always going to do that. So it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing, and I still think that we have such an amazing community here. I really do. Just to support you guys' show every single day, it's amazing to me. All right, let me get down in the corner, guys. Wow, that was quite a roll call. Quite a roll call. All right, we're down in the corner. I didn't bring up the window yet, though. So I got to bring up that window. And then we're going to find out what we're talking about tonight. Does anybody have anything in particular? Before I get started talking about a topic, does anybody have anything in particular that they would like me to take a look at? Because if not, we're gonna take a look at some other things here. I just gotta rearrange some of. Oh wait, no, that's my logo. We want that. We don't want that. We want that. And then let me bring up my window capture here. Yes. So if you guys have anything in particular that you would like for me to take a look at, I'd be happy to do that for y'all tonight. Wow, this is such a weird. Oh, it's because I have the window opened very oddly. Okay, that should be better. I wish there was a way that I could just have it like fit perfectly in here every time, but unfortunately that's not always the case. Okay, let's move it down now. Move it down now. You gotta move it down. All right, cool. We got our thing up. All right. Blue Jay might have a topic. Life can be rough, but God will always provide. Damn right, Daniel's crew. We are God-fearing people around here. You got to think about it, right? If you're not a God-fearing person, I totally understand. Everybody's got their own beliefs. But for me personally, it's hard to ignore that God exists. And when the universe was basically created out of nothing, someone had to put us here at some point, right? So if you have a better theory, then let me know. But I think that there is things that happen for a reason. I don't know. You can call it God, you call it universe, you can call it karma, call it whatever you want. But there is something powerful that pushes all of us to want to be good, and at the end of the day, I know there's a lot of people who don't want to be good. But for me, I personally think that most people tend to want to be good. Thank you, Nancy. That was, I think, Soul or Gypsy Rose gave you the membership. It had to be one of those two. I can't remember which one it was, but thank you. Haven't been around in the morning. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear about your daughter, Nancy. I really am. I'm so sorry for that. Stay strong. We're always here if you need people to help you get through that. All right, Avocados, thank you so much. I hope you have a good night, good day at work. Good day at work. She's over across the pond, so while it's late at night here, it is now early morning for Avocados. Also, make sure you guys go check out our channel. She's got a great channel. Not right now, after the stream, though, of course. Yeah, and prayers for Nancy. That's a terrible situation to be in, and I wouldn't wish that on anybody. Yeah, Blue Jay has the latest scoop. Yeah, well, I mean, if Blue Jay has something, let me go take a look at, let me see what you guys have in the inbox real quick and see if there's anything specific in there that I think would catch my attention. I want to try to avoid the degenerate stuff, though, today, because I want to give Gypsy Rose an interesting topic to hang around for. So a lot of people are still talking about the Mr. Beast stuff, which personally I'm kind of over Mr. Beast. I don't really want to talk about it anymore. I know that he's easy views, and you could type a video about him and it'll be fine. You'll be set. But I also get tired of it. I get tired of talking about Mr. Beast all the time. And I'm sure Mr. Beast is tired of getting talked about too. So I do have a couple things you could talk about if you want to, EG. All right, Blue Jay, what do you got for us? What do you want to, what do we got that's interesting? Preferably nothing too degenerate. But if not, I have some backup topics that we could talk about. Just throw them up into my inbox. In the Discord. Yeah, I appreciate everybody being so supportive of Nancy. So much craziness going on online right now. But I hope everybody's enjoying their holidays. The holidays are... sometimes the holidays can be super, super fun for people, but then there's a lot of people that struggle with the holidays. So you never know who you're going to be chatting with. Your K video was legit. Thank you, Master Toothpick. I worked very hard on that video. I originally had that video without cartoon EG, like my avatar in it, but it kept getting copyright claims. So eventually I had to go back and add the avatar to it. So it really was Gypsy, but you got to admit his belief in God and the prayers and stuff, and his ability to stay positive during that situation is inspiring. And you know, I really feel like they thought he was going to get out, and I think that he thought he was going to get out too. And then eventually, when it got to the point where you guys realized, okay, he's not getting out, that is like a kick to the gut. The videos like the cave video are wild, and some are hard to watch. I know, so that's why I tried to make it in a way that was both powerful, but also not like incredibly gut wrenching. You know, I tried to approach it from just how simple the mistake was that you know, a left turn instead of a right turn can change your life forever. I took pics of Mr. Beast's Christmas gifts they are selling at CVS, but don't know how to share it on here. You'll have to just throw it up in the pics section of the Discord, and we'll take a look at it. What's up, DSB? How you doing, man? How does your avatar stop the copyright so random? Yeah, because the video is, now that I'm transforming it by having a version of me in it, talking over it, which I think it should have been transformative the minute I'm commentating over it, because I only used the stuff from the movie to show the interaction. That movie, the clips from that is from a movie called The Last Descent. It was a story about the rescue of John Jones. It's actually a pretty solid movie. It's on YouTube right now if you guys want to watch it. There, Last Descent. I'm plugging your movie, okay? So don't sue me for using your clips. But I guess putting my cartoon avatar in it allows me to transform it enough for it not to get auto flagged by the bot system. So, all right, you put 3 in my inbox. Let's take a look here. The Dark Side of Counter-Strike 2. That's an interesting video. I saw the beginning of it, how John Swan destroyed his career, A World of Lies, and Jake Doolittle has a big problem. I am interested in the John Swan thing because I know of John Swan, but I don't know of John Swan. So I would be interested into taking a look at this video here. Hang on, it's loading. It's loading. It's loading. But I'm just going to put it into my other web browser. But yeah, that story about John Jones it honestly affected me to a point that it honestly affected me in like such a crazy way, you know, like in a way, like I've always wondered what it would be like. And part of the ideas for the video was to hang myself upside down for a little while and see how long I could handle it. So, I didn't end up doing that, obviously. So I just ended up telling the story in the first place. But you have to have something that's going to sell people on why they want to watch it. Plus, so many people have talked about that story. But I just wanted to cover it because, again, in my opinion, the story fascinates me. There's so many other stories like that I want to talk about that fascinate me. This is thanks to Raymundo. I'm not trying to simply corner myself by only talking about drama. I want to talk about bigger cultural events that happened and things of that nature. So I watched the CoffeeZilla one right before this stream. Yes, so I saw the Counter-Strike stuff. It's about like the skins and the crazy like marketing behind it, and like I'm sure at some point he mentions that guy, which I think is a good idea for CoffeeZilla because he can't honestly. How many times can he bust a crypto scam? You know, sometimes there's just no scams to bust. So it's nice to see him have some different type of style to the stuff that he talks about. But, all right, so Blue Jay gave me this video. This is about John Swan. So if you guys don't know who John Swan is, he was a commentator in YouTube. Hey, what's up, Amy G? How you doing? And if you don't know who he was a commentator like myself who kind of just made videos talking about stuff. And then he got himself into some drama with some other people in the community. I have never heard this story. All right, this is going to be my first time reacting to the story of John Swan. Let me actually change the title of the stream now that we have something to talk about so that people know what we're talking about. So if anybody's interested in what I have to say, they can come in. Learning who John Swan is. Oh, also, by the way, shout out to Xylee. Xylee got hired by Keemstar to be on a show called Locale Rewind, and she actually had me on it for a brief moment. There was like 2,000 people live, so that was pretty neat to be on that show. She hosts that, I think, almost every night with a guy named Billy the Fridge, Ted the Moderator, or something like that. Or, yeah, I think it's Ken the Mod. Yeah, that's his name, Ken the Moderator. And they basically just talk about all locale stuff. So I've been getting into the locale community just because simply I'm trying to show Keemstar that I got talent and he should put me on one of his shows. Let's be real about it, okay? I'm not really invested in your locale queens or Becky. I really could care less what they're doing, but I feel like I'm pretty good on camera, and I'm trying to show you that, so you give me a job. Simple as that. That's why I'm in the community. What's up, Carla? I know Twitch is down. Twitch is down still. We're going to be down for another month because apparently I got myself booted. The video was like a blast in the past for me. So much drama that I watched unfold. Yeah, the John Swan stuff. I don't understand locale stuff. I don't think I need to. Okay, so essentially Gypsy Rose, a locale is someone who you can farm content for laughs because they're usually doing something that's crazy or degenerate, you know? So Locale Live is basically they take some of these people who the internet makes fun of, and then they put them on a show together, and then people kind of just bust on them. That's basically it. It's a mean-hearted vibe to the whole thing, but at the same time, a lot of people watch it because it's captivating and it's like a car crash. You can't look away from it, you know? All right, anyway, let's take a look at this John Swan video. I'm pretty excited to take a look at this. I have no idea who John Swan is. I know who he was and what he did, but I don't know his story, so I'm kind of interested in this. I know Xylee reacted to it, so I didn't watch Xylee's reaction to it, so I'm not going to be copying what she said. So what you're going to be seeing is my own genuine reactions. Let's go.
Every tragedy begins with a hero, and the fact that John Swan's rise and downfall is so fascinating is a testament to how good of a hero he was. Starting out ridiculed by others, John rose to the top of the commentary genre within only a few months. It was the right amount of talent, quality and presentation that captivated everyone. But then, where did it all go so wrong?
I had a good take. It looks big. It looks massive. Jacob, I will show you what real blackballing looks like, because I will make sure no one ever works with you in any serious capacity. I had a good take.
That's a yes.
You need to go off. You need to log off. You need to leave online settings, and this stuff is going to hold you down forever online.
Hey, respect. You know.
If you know, then you know. That's what I'm going to say.
John Swan was born on May 6, 2001 in South Africa, and at a young age, he and his family moved over to Australia. We don't know all the details of his early life, but we do know that John was kind of a sheltered kid. His parents quickly enrolled him in violin lessons.
All right, first and foremost, most people who are sheltered tend to thrive on the internet. Why? Because they don't have a social life. The people who find the most fame on the internet is people who tend to not go outside much. Let's be realistic about that for a second. So if you're an outcast or someone who's socially awkward, getting a chance to sit down on a camera and just talk to your computer or people in the chat is probably got to be like the most amazing thing. He lied about, yeah, Gypsy, that's what we're going to go over. So again, I'm not familiar with this guy's story, so we're all going to be learning about this together. So buckle in, this is going to be a fun ride. I need to fix this screen though so that it looks a little better. Okay, that's better.
and it completely captured his interest. Unlike everyone else, John didn't really watch TV or see movies or play video games, and that's what made a world like the internet so appealing to him when he discovered it in around 2012. By age 13, John had made his first YouTube channel under the name of Lapis Gaming Official, and over the next 6 years, he would go from posting Minecraft videos to an interest in graphic design.
You could, I mean, Gypsy, you've been on YouTube. You know how it works. You could be if you did your what was it? Your crocheting videos. You could make some. You could probably track some people. You know, you don't even got to put your face in it. You just put a camera on your crocheting and then put a voice mic and then talk about how you're crocheting it, what ideas you came up with. There's always something out there for everybody.
And Photoshop. You can see this from his earliest available videos from 2018, which are iPhone and Samsung ad parodies. John would also make videos reviewing songs by young cringy rappers from the perspective of a natural musician, and over time this developed from general cringe culture to the commentary community.
Guys, so.
When it began, this new and fledgling genre was mostly dedicated to making fun of kids online, but by 2018 it was now a place where commentary channels critiqued and called out other YouTubers for their heinous actions, and that kind of place really appealed to John, who also had a keen interest in topics like speech and debate, a subject he claimed he has won state competitions in. There was a certain shift in John's kind of content.
I know, that's what I was saying, Soul. Gypsy Rose has already found YouTube fame at some point.
Especially after one of his videos speculating on Logan Paul's sociopathy got around 100,000 views. In 2019, the YouTuber Just Destiny issued a copyright strike on LT Cobra, a smaller channel who had made a video making fun of him for his weird titles and thumbnails, sexualizing kids from Dr. Phil and TLC.
Yeah, YouTube's got to fix the copyright abuse. The copyright abuse is like ridiculous on YouTube right now. It really is. And anybody can copyright strike you for anything, and there's no repercussions for them. They say that they'll ban people who abuse the copyright system, but you never see anybody being banned for abusing the copyright system. So it's like, okay, well, what's the rules then, YouTube? I tried to go into a grocery store 10 minutes ago before closing to buy one item. They locked the doors and wouldn't let me in. I'm so angry. Damn, you don't got like convenience stores and stuff? But yeah, right now it's chaos. It's absolute chaos to go into. Me and Miss Lately went to a store today and it was mad. It was madness in there.
The 15-year-old LT Cobra would make a response, leading to Just Destiny sending him a cease and desist. The drama erupted into a huge situation, the commentary community picked up their pitchforks, and John's subsequent video was one that stood out. Propelled by a shout-out from resident drama gnome Keemstar, it ended up gaining around 100,000 views. It's worth knowing that whilst this video may look like the usual standard now, this was back in 2019. All the big, high-produced documentaries on drama content, all the Sunny V2s and Internet Anarchist didn't really exist bar a few outliers. If you were a commentary YouTuber in 2019, your videos either look like this or this. They weren't meant to look like this.
If you're not aware of this situation, Just Destiny has made quite a name for himself in all the wrong places and for all the wrong reasons.
Yeah, this is great editing. Solid editing, solid delivery. This is what I'd prefer to probably watch over, I don't know. I think, personally, I don't know about you guys, but I don't think that my videos would be slop. I think that my videos are above slop. I don't think Slop Cop would be after me. That's my take. I don't think that Slop Cop would be after me. I think I need to fix this. I think that my screen is... Why is it... It looks like I'm like floating for some reason. That's weird. I wonder why I'm floating. Oh well, we're just going to keep rolling with it, I guess.
Despite his 1.7 million subscribers, Destiny still thinks it's a good idea to use sexually explicit photos of children in his thumbnails for clickbait.
That is gross.
Several people called him out for this.
Alright, that is bad.
Indecency, to which he responded by acting like the 12-year-olds he criticizes in his videos.
In the face of a new generation of low-effort and run-of-the-mill commentary channels came a counter-reaction, a palette of channels with fewer videos, but with higher...
Aiden always finds himself in these videos. Well, how does Aiden always end up in this stuff? It blows my mind.
Production value and effort. People you might have heard of, like Nerd City, Jay Aubrey,
yeah,
The Right Opinion,
Nerd City.
Black Wolf Company, and indeed John Swan. At the time, Keemstar was also influencing some of these newcomers to do his dirty work, and having been recently promoted, John and many others were wary of this.
Shocking that Keemstar is getting people to do stuff for him.
YouTubers decided to make a group.
Oh, I am Slop Cop. Don't worry. I won't investigate myself, Soul. Maybe I will though. I don't know.
Chat called the New Commentary Order, or NCO, a place made for the purpose of letting creators grow without Keem's influence. And John was there as well, but it wouldn't last long. The group basically collapsed after Keemstar of all people was invited to this group to deal with the Just Destiny situation. Unexpectedly, he worked with Zoom, a doxer and pedophile. Keem, along with certain members of the NCO supporting him, attempted and eventually succeeded in doxing Just Destiny. And after that was exposed, it was curtains for this ambitious but ultimately weak project. I mean, they had it coming. They had welcomed in the wrong reason they made that group chat in the first place. But John's next step up the YouTube social ladder had just broken. However, a much more permanent connection that John had made would be with a number of small but up-and-coming commentary channels. One of them was Nicholas Diorio, a co-host of the popular drama podcast Sharp from the Point, with its permanent host and creator, Tommy C. You may recognize Tommy from Keemstar's podcast Baited. Nick was a total newcomer to making videos and had only recently got the job as co-host, but one of his first videos was an expose on Keemstar and the NCO for their doxing deals, which completely blew up. John also became friends with Augie RFC, a commentator who was coming
Oh my god, look at Augie. Look at Augie with his hair.
Through live streams, making a space for creators to all hang out. When the NCO's members were questioned about their involvement, John came onto the show to face them. He would also strike up a long-lasting friendship with the aforementioned LT Cobra, alongside connecting with Augie and Nick's friends like Bo Blacks and Tipster. Yeah.
Yo, watch your mouth. Watch your mouth. Don't be talking about Tipster like that, bro. Them's fighting words.
At the end of 2019, John was in a pretty good position with a lot of friends. He had even backed himself some work as an editor for The Right Opinion,
give the bad
and had
name
made a
of
couple
Tipster.
of appearances on his videos discussing proof of fake DMs and his knowledge on copyright issues. He had also started working for different projects, such as the Pescator channel, which was meant to be a competitor to Keemstar's Drama Alert. But was Johnson respected as a creator, or merely just admired for being a good editor? He was definitely talented, but some of his arguments, like his posturing over the process of creating reaction commentary, definitely didn't resonate with others. And whilst everyone was covering drama situations in one of the most crazy years for drama, John set out to make a humble documentary about the game Minecraft,
he looked like he was, like,
the game that he
bigger,
had started
too.
his YouTube career playing. John was relentlessly mocked by others for such a decision, and
Yo, Tipster is all right with me. I know that might catch me some heat, but I don't care. Again, I don't follow what people say or the narratives, right? If you're friendly to me, I'm gonna be friendly to you, unless you do something that grosses me out. But whatever Tipster did before I met him, he doesn't seem to be like doing anymore. So as far as I'm concerned, he's cool with me. And if people got a problem with that, they got a problem with that. But you know what? I don't really give a shit, to be honest with you. At this point, I'm doing me, and that's all I'm gonna do. All right. Tipster's been nothing but kind to me, so why in the hell would I, sit here and then not defend the guy? If you're cool to me, I look after you. That's basically how I work. That's why I always stick up for Nerd City. He's been chill to me. Stick up for P. He's been chill to me. I stick up for Tipster. He's been chill to me. I'll stick up for Ray if anybody comes after Ray. He's been chill to me. That's how I am. I know that it might make me look weird to some people, but I really don't care. Exactly, Daddy Scambe. I keep it real. I'm a pretty easy guy. You're cool to me, I'm cool to you back. That's basically how it goes. You're a dick to me, I'm gonna be a dick to you back. That's kind of how I do things,
And when it didn't perform well upon release,
exactly.
he went
Do
back
unto
to covering
others
drama.
what they've done unto
Ironically,
you.
since then, the video's gone on to gather 1 million views. So, what was John missing out on? What was going on in early 2020?
You tried to do the FBI, didn't work. You tried to do the police.
Oh God,
Didn't
Onision.
work. So instead,
Now, I don't like Onision. I will say, the guy seems a little bit strange to me, but I've never met him. So, but as far as I'm concerned, from what I've heard about him, not good stuff.
he resorts to the paycheck.
Of course, Onision, famously hated YouTuber from back in 2015, who was under constant fire from resurfacing allegations of grooming and pedophilia.
Yes, that's why I don't like
extensive
him.
history of derangement was the subject of interest for literally everyone. Reddit wine moms, Tumblr users, many YouTubers, Chris Hansen of Dateline NBC fame, and The Right Opinion, who was working on a massive series regarding Onision. But he had to face facts. Onision was a deranged sociopath loser who probably did groom those kids. But the coverage from Chris Hansen and multiple other YouTubers that were milking the situation, they were all outright saying that he was going to jail.
Didn't Queen of Karma say that Chris Hansen was like some evil guy or some shit like that. I don't know. She was. We know how that turned out.
That was far from the brutal truth. Grooming is technically not a crime in the US, and any of the crimes that his victims were alleging had a lack of evidence and based itself more on testimony. In fact, the best way that Onision would have realistically gone to jail is from him destroying the wetlands outside his house. Apparently the rumour is that when making his Onision video, the right opinion knew that saying Onision isn't going to jail was controversial, even if it was right. So, rather than stating it himself and getting a potential hit to his reputation, he decided to hand it down to John, and John took the opportunity with open arms.
Wasn't it over like Czech stuff or something? It's bedtime for me. I am not following the John Swan story. Good night. All right, Gypsy. Gypsy, if you send me a message or something you want to talk about, I will be happy to talk about it, okay? So, shoot me a message of a topic that you'd like me to cover, Gypsy, and I'll be happy to do that for you, all right? So I want to make sure all the generosity you showed tonight, I want to make sure that we do something here that you are interested in. You got me? All right.
He made a segment which is now on a video that has over 4.5 million views, and John's willingness to stand on an opinion like this in the fire of vicious opposition definitely earned him a lot of respect.
And I'll probably go live again before Christmas, so that's why I'm not like saying happy holidays to everybody. Yeah, if you again, Gypsy, just send me a message of something that you would be interested in having me talk about, and we'll dedicate a whole stream to it, okay? And we're loving on you too. Sleep well.
Especially with those who'd become disillusioned with the insane campaign fueled by Onision's ex Shiloh and the anti-O's, as they call themselves. Going after Onision was one thing, but going after others and saying they're associated with him because they're criticizing how the whole situation's being handled is something else. So, where was John's next project? Was it further into the Onision case? No. Instead, he decided to reach out and restart a dead drama that he had missed out on from last year. With around 300,000 subscribers, Suzy Lou appeared to be just another blade of grass in the vast field of reaction YouTubers who stare at other videos with their mouths open. But what separated Suzy from the rest was that she was no stranger to controversy. In 2019, a small YouTuber called Mark After Dark uploaded a video on a game called The Last Guardian.
I love that they say 29,000 subscribers is somehow a small YouTuber. It's crazy. That seems pretty big to me. If I had 29,000 subs, I'd be sitting pretty.
In VR. In this video, he decided to include a 23-second clip from Suzy's own playthrough where she cried at the game's ending. This innocuous and slightly mean-spirited meme was too far for Suzy, and she marched on it by issuing a copyright strike.
Well, that's
What's interesting about this is that the person who issued a copyright strike, aka Suzy, had built her entire career from barely reacting to anime, and she most certainly did not have the legal right to upload her reactions. Listen, I will back piracy any day of the week, but falsely striking YouTubers because they made a joke about you? That's crazy.
Yes,
Suzy Lou would later issue copyright strikes on Tipster on a video where he simply interviewed a fair use lawyer about her case, and she would also later go on to
What? How do you even get away with that? If Suzy Lou didn't get banned for this, then YouTube just does not care about the copyright abuse. It's simple as that. If they didn't ban her for that, that's terrible. Because that's clear copyright abuse. I don't know what more you could possibly do.
UFC show to be confronted by other YouTubers. Once there, she was told to show a report history, which was filled to the brim.
Kick has this marked as 18 plus. I wonder if I did that myself though, so I might have done that myself. I don't know. But I mean, we are talking about like grooming and shit, so maybe that's fine.
With videos about her.
Oh, yeah, no. Well, you gotta see video. We can't see that.
We need the screen share.
We need the screen share.
Whoa, hold on.
Lots of GG Reloaded, though.
Yeah, lots of GG Reload.
Oh, no.
Yeah, we can't have this.
By the way, I did reach out to Nick about getting him on the stream, and radio silence. So, I mean, that's kind of where I'm at with like a lot of people who are bigger who I've tried to get on here. So that's more why Ray's, way more respected. It blows my mind just how people won't even consider sitting down and having conversations with you. You know what I mean? Like, I think that my conversations are good. I realize that I don't bring in a ton of views, but I still think the conversations are worth having,
Look, she can scroll down too. Like, where's the scroll?
Oh my. Wait.
Yeah, I did try it. I'm not going to be upset about that, A simple, hey, I'm not interested, thank you, though, would probably go further than that, but If I get Tipster on, I'm sure he'll pay attention. See, this is the problem right now with YouTube, right? If I don't come on here and start like shitting on everybody, then I'm not going to get any kind of following. But that's not really who I am. Like, I could play a character that does that, I guess. But again, I would, in the back of my head, I'd feel bad about doing it. I'm not really that type of guy who goes on and just shits on everybody. And I know that it would get me so much further if I did. If I crap on you, it's because you deserved it and you earned it, right? I don't want to be the type who just craps on you because I'm looking for clout. That's not the type of person I am. That's not how my mama raised me. You know what I'm saying? You're too good for anyone who refuses. Yeah, I'm sure when I get bigger, everybody's going to be willing to talk to me. But right now, you know, that's why those like Dan Frampton and Tip and Ray and Xylee, those people I'm going to remember if I get to a big level and help them out because they helped me out when I was smaller. But people I'm sure that nobody really cares. Like Nick's doing fine, so I don't think he's really going to care. But you know, I believe in myself. I do not stop until, you guys know me, right? I don't stop until I get what I want. Like if something, and it proves in my streams, if something goes wrong in the stream, I will not continue until I fix that shit. But I always figure it out, don't I? You best believe that I'm going to figure that out on YouTube too. I'm going to figure out the algorithm. I'm going to figure out what works. People are going to start realizing that I'm making pretty banging videos over here. I'm not trying to like toot my horn, but I think the cave video was pretty solid. You know, I work hard on my stuff. I could do slop videos. In fact, I've been considering throwing up some slop videos on the Later with Lately channel just to, you know, get some more buzz over there, because we've been sitting at like 98, 99 subscribers forever, and I just want to cross that 100 mark. Like, just get me past 100 at this point. But for some reason, we just don't want to go past 100 over there. I love all the love, though, that's being shown in the chat, man. I mean, this is, again, I think this is, you know, kind of reinforcement of the type of community that we've built here. It's just a bunch of chill, nice people. We don't have people in there trolling each other. You guys can troll me a little bit, but usually it's not that bad. Normally, you know. What's up, New Moon? How you doing? I hope everybody... I know this is late. This is like the latest I think I've ever streamed. But we're going to go. We're going to go until we finish this. And we're 9 minutes into an hour and 27-minute video. Jesus. Maybe I'll speed it up a bit. I'll speed it up a pinch. Because that is... that's a long video.
This is not a good look, Susie.
Wait a minute, it's all the stuff talking about the story. Wait a minute.
Yeah, wait.
A minute. Susie, no!
Now, all this occurred in the middle of 2019, so why was it now being brought up? Well, Susie's ability to get away with the false copyright strikes, especially on Tipster's video when he didn't even use her content, it was all very suspicious. And those suspicions were all but confirmed when she turned up in the newest edition of YouTube Rewind. Not only that, but her channel was also temporarily terminated before being promptly put back up a few days later. Again, really suspicious because a lot of YouTubers don't get their channels back that quickly unless they make a stink about it on Twitter. All of this was a perfect topic for John to cover, because if you know his content, you also might know of his expertise.
Yeah, believe it or not, guys, this community, like the commentary niche that we're in is actually pretty small, which is why I've been branching out to bigger stories, because as cool as like all these people are, most of them, it's a small corner of the internet. And the fact that this girl proved that, I mean, at this time, though, they were smaller than they are now, but we got to aim bigger, guys. We're aiming high, all right? We want to skip over the mediocre drama shit, and we want to go top tier. We want to talk about people that are top level, because I think that that's where we make the most difference. Politics, all of it's on the line now. We're not shying away from anything from here on out, all right? Yeah, I'm loving seeing everybody in there. Yeah, it's good to see Amy, too. I haven't seen you in a minute.
Expertise and skill in copyright law, something that he developed a bit of an obsession with over the years. This was what intrigued him with his Destiny case in the first place. This was his bread and butter. And so, in March 2020, John Swan uploaded Susie Lou, the most problematic YouTuber you've never heard of, and it blew up. What separated it from everyone else's videos at the time was that it collected everything into a nice, easily digestible video that was both interesting to those who knew nothing about the situation and those who knew everything.
That's the trick right there. That is the key. You got to figure out a way, like that's, even though, okay, take my cave video for instance, not to keep bringing it up, but I did just release it, so I'm pretty, I'm happy with how it came out. Not really happy with how it's being received. Well, it's been being received fine, but I'm not happy with the views on it, but that's fine. All right. I don't always do stuff for views. But I did feel like my video covers literally everything you could possibly want to know about the story, including images of like the cave part where John went in that most people don't have in their videos. So that, and basically putting in perspectives of what John was seeing when he was going through it, which is exactly what I was trying to do. I'm also writing my videos now. So that John video that I just did, I wrote it all out before I did it. So I think that gives me an opportunity to really decide what I'm going to say, as opposed to just speaking from my heart and like messing up or stuttering and being all over the place. Being able to write the videos down. Again, this is all stuff I've learned from talking to Ray. Writing out the video ahead of time gives me a lot more control over how I structure the story, which I think is going to pay off in the long run.
Had a few cameos from other YouTubers in the community, and of course we can't forget the editing skill and the presentation. There was one final thing that propelled it into the algorithm: its takedown. Due to some jokes about the size of Susie's forehead, she decided to flag the video to a partner manager, and it instantly went down.
Wow.
But John's persistence and the community support of the re-upload turned it into a success. Within 2 videos and a few months, John had established himself inside the community as a creator. His channel shot up to around 50,000 subscribers within a month. The fact that John's videos had so much effort put into them, were so well researched and yet so infrequent, made them into an event that you dropped everything to go watch. And
yeah, I think that's kind of the vibe I'm doing now too, is I'm going from doing regular videos to really investing time into the videos that I'm making now and making them good, because I feel like it needs to be an event like that. When I drop a video, I want everyone to be really excited about it and just know that it's nice. There's errors in the cave video, but I think this is the tactic I want moving forward. Is I want really clean, crisp, straight to the point, but also adventurous, exciting videos that I talk about,
His new subscribers awaited his next video, but who would he go after next?
He's like content cop. That's what everybody used to think.
To get the context of John's next video, we need to rewind back to 2019, the height of the Onision situation and the many YouTubers spearheading the hate train against him. One of them was Chris Hansen. Wait, the Chris Hansen? Yes, that Chris Hansen, the one known across America and possibly the world as the guy with the show where he baited child predators to houses and caught them with their pants down, both figuratively and sometimes literally.
Such a great show.
So,
it was such a great show.
What on earth is he doing on YouTube? Well, to answer that, you gotta first ask what happened to a show to catch a predator. Chris Hansen lost his spot on Dateline NBC after one of his pedos shot himself when the police came, followed by a $105 million lawsuit dropped on NBC, and then a scandalous affair with a young news reporter. Over the years, Hansen looked to the internet for a new lease in his career's life, and used Kickstarter to restart the show under a different name. And hey, he got a new job on TV, and the show started getting predator catches. But Hansen's many supporters were promised things for the support. Stuff like t-shirts, mugs, hats, the usual. Eventually in September 2017, Chris bought $13,000 worth of merchandise and paid for them with a check, but Hansen's checks bounced. And in early 2019, Hansen was in serious trouble.
Well, there you go. Now we know why he got arrested.
Not only was he arrested because of his bounced check that paid for the merchandise, but the arrest revealed that he was in over $1.4 million worth of debt.
Yeah, it's not
Thankfully
worth.
for Chris, the Onision wave.
If you want to cheat on your spouse, just break up with them. That's pretty much what my take is. If you're willing to cheat on your spouse, why even be with them? You're just going to create a headache for yourself.
Had rolled into an entire tsunami, and it captured his interest. Chris started looking into the case, and was soon doing regular streams with massive turnouts where he interviewed integral people to the Onision case, like victims, prominent YouTubers, and former affiliates. Having the guy known for catching pedos on Onision's case, knocking on his door asking him to have a seat, hearing his panicked call to 911, all this was crazy, and insanely good PR for the...
Yeah, I get it that a lot of people felt betrayed by him when he had this affair, but you know what? At the end of the day, he's still doing... a justice for humanity by catching these predators, and as far as I'm concerned, I still think he's doing good work. Yeah, he's a bit of a sleazebag, but you know what? Oh well, he's still catching predators. Catch them predators, bro.
Crowd against Onision, but Hansen was not perfect even in this area. Over the months, Chris's interviews had slowly gone from key figures to everyone and anyone who was somewhat affiliated to Onision, and it wasn't as if he was handling the situation well either. Sarah, a victim of Onision's partner Kai, claimed there were explicit pictures that Kai had sent to her when she was underage. Hansen got in touch with his contacts at the FBI and told Sarah to send it to Vincent Nicotra, a web designer and internet guy as Chris describes him, who was working for Chris for free.
And
contrary to
guy.
Sarah's belief that it had been sent to the FBI, the laptop was actually just sitting in Vincent's office for months.
Exactly,
Vincent
Janie. If we found out that Chris was actually like a predator, then I'd probably have have an issue, but he, as far as I know, he's not. As far as I know, he's not.
Was going crazy on Twitter, posting people's doxes and sending this to Chris. Chris, this has gone far enough for the trolls. Sorry to ruin your New Year's Eve, but I'm taking matter into my own hands with a fucking N-word troll. That's right, I said N-word because this troll is a fucking N-word. This is not up for discussion and debate. My family is attacked. Maybe if I got paid, I'll be more calm and talk to a shrink about this bullshit. Whoa. So it's nice to hear that this laptop was in the right hands. As a result of this meltdown, Vincent was fired, and Chris got in Mike Morse, an attorney from Detroit, who was dealing with a number of sexual assault cases against him. And as time went on, Chris appeared to become way more desperate for money, and would try and get it any way he could. Promoting scams like a dodgy cleaning product that claimed to kill the coronavirus during the height of the pandemic, advertising for the campaigns of anti-Semitic politicians, or promoting a phone sold by the family of Pablo Escobar, which was...
Okay. All right. Yeah, that's a little... It's a little rough. Maybe not a good idea to do that, Mr. Hansen.
It was just a Samsung reskin with a bumped up price. He would also be putting up a cameo and reading pretty much everything.
I hear you've gotten into the Epstein pilot program.
And plugging an anti-scam book made by a known con artist. Furthermore, when Chris finally had the opportunity to interview Onision himself, something he'd been building up for this entire time, he fumbled. He placed too many checks and monetization barriers, and Onision slipped away elsewhere. All this had been building over the last few months, and was finally compiled when John uploaded these two videos, looking at Hansen's history and his various scams. John's Hansen videos felt like he had leveled up his editing and storytelling to a higher degree, with one of them having 3 million views as of today. And at the end of his second video, John teases a mysterious part 3, but part 3, whatever it was, would sadly never come to fruition. Alongside Vincent the Coterer and Mike Morse, Chris added another affiliate to his team, a stalker and doxer named Anonymous Gene. Gene would start posting the doxers of Onision and his family, and would engage in harassment campaigns against those critical of Hansen's work. And Hansen would be there with Gene privately, they were friends, they were talking in the DMs. When John posted his first video, Gene posed as Onision and tried to take the video down with a false copyright strike. This was stopped by none other than Onision himself, who stepped in and said that he was being impersonated. And from there, it really escalated. Gene went from harassment campaigns and false claims about John botting.
Yeah, I love America's Most Wanted guy too. He's awesome. That guy means business.
To probably being responsible for a
former
temporary
cop,
mass
wasn't
Twitter
he?
banning of Chris Hansen's most vocal critics. Of course, with Chris still affiliated and talking to him more than he talked to his own kids. Hansen was ducking questions on stream about him from John supporters, and this all led to Gene doxing John Swan and contacting his high school friends, saying he was a pedophile. Arguably the worst of Gene's actions was him going after John's younger sister, posting pictures of her from school.
How the hell do you get wrapped up in all this shit? Like, how do you, I come on here and I talk about shit, right? But how do you get wrapped up in all this type of drama? I just don't understand how one thing leads to another, and next thing you know, you have people trying to dox you and all this other crazy shit. Just come on here and talk, It just blows my mind that this can come from just making a video about someone.
This was one of John's toughest periods, and his video
Yeah, he
discussing
was
and
a cop,
exposing
I'm
all of it
pretty
in January
sure.
2021 led to immense backlash against Chris Hansen. Sadly, despite all this...
Did you ever see that show Homicide Hunter with the guy who was who solved over 400 cases? That show's great.
Has been coasting off his legacy and still has a sizable audience. But the damage to
He's a
Chris was
security
done,
guy.
and this was John at his best when making videos.
Yeah, he was a mall security guard. Next thing you know, he's hosting America's Most Wanted. It's like Paul Blart. I mean, it takes one crazy person. Yes, it does take one crazy person to get to this point where you're this involved in drama. Blows my mind, and I know it gets crazier for him.
And I do want to talk about that briefly, because whilst there are many videos out there on John Swan, none of them stop and appreciate how good he was at the time, even though that's a crucial part of his entire story. I think most people can agree that John's Chris Hansen videos are the peak of his career. The fact that he was going after someone with such a revered reputation, who had still done some pretty things, was a case that most probably won't be able to navigate. But John did.
Hey, squirrel moment real quick. I watched Ernest Saves Christmas today, and I gotta tell you, that movie still holds up.
Not only that, but John's impact on the community was visible. Some of John's editing effects, transitions, and general video style were being copied by every small and new commentator on the block, many of them being fans of his. John Swan became the new standard of quality ethics and journalism in online drama. He brought around this new lick of paint to the comedy community, one that's lasted to this day. Additionally, because John was a musician, he was also skilled in audio issues, and his microphone generally sounded better than everyone, which is...
Hey! Sounds like a me. Sounds like a me. Although... I think that my audio usually sounds pretty good. You guys know how snobby I get about that shit. But I think it sounds good tonight. I'm not sure. But I do have a whole board right next to me. A soundboard and shit. And I have a piano that I can turn and play at any time if I wanted to. But yeah, Ernest, he's so good, dude. That guy was John, something Vern. I forget what his name is, but he was so funny, dude. That guy was hilarious. But I would love to do videos on Ernest, and I'm going to do videos on some movies coming forward, because
I'm a huge film guy, so I'd love to start branching out and doing bigger things like that. You know, not just talking about this petty shit that goes on in this community here. It's nothing wrong with you guys who do it, all right? I just have higher aspirations than talking about the latest drama, all right? That's all I'm getting at. I feel like I'm putting a ceiling on myself by only talking about tiny... Jim Varney, thank you, JD Minaj. Jim Varney was earnest. He was great. But yeah, I want to start talking about movies. I want to start talking about culture, bigger things, guys, bigger things. We're going bigger here, all right? I don't want to just talk about the latest petty drama between, you know, Himpleton and Moreau. No offense, I like both those guys, but you know what I mean? We're aiming higher here. We're aiming higher.
Worth noting because he would connect and help many other YouTubers with their mic issues. But whilst John's editing was high above anyone else in the scene, his scripting was quite different. Writing has never really been John's strongest suit throughout his career, and you can tell by watching some of his older videos. Yet John's videos on...
By the way, like in that video I just did today, I did all the music myself for that video. That's not AI, that's all me playing. I think there was like, I can almost remember how it goes right now. It was like, I can always play it when I learn it, but then I always end up forgetting how it goes. But I'm pretty sure it was like... Something like that. Something like that. But I played it all by myself. All right. We're going bigger. We're going making our own drama. Yeah, let's start picking fights with everybody, guys. Nobody's safe at this point. Nobody's safe at this point. I'm going to start picking fights with everybody. Yo, Janie, though, you're not wrong. Ask Blue Jay. That's a tactic that a lot of these people have. Like, Moreau, I know I talked to Moreau, and he's a chill dude, but I feel like a lot of his success, not on his main channel, because a lot of the stuff that he does on his main channel is, like, serious investigations and this stuff. But I do feel like... you know, a lot of the reason he's built himself is because he's been in fights. Yo, Winks, what's up? Wasn't Chris Hansen the dude who called child predators? Yes, he was. Yes, he was.
Suzy Liu and Chris Hansen performed excellently, and they were surprisingly strong in their scripts. As it turns out, Nicholas Diorio had also made videos on Suzy Liu and Chris Hansen a few months prior, and similarities between their scripts seem to come up a lot, especially in John's second video on Chris Hansen. This wasn't a collab like later projects, this was a claim of plagiarism, a claim that John had been copying parts of Nick's videos.
If these people sound like they were born yesterday, that's because they actually were. The Nanovapor Biotech website was literally registered from GoDaddy.com one day before the stream with Chris Hansen.
If it seems like these people were born yesterday, that's because they probably were. The website domain for this revolutionary product was registered the day before the stream on Chris Hansen's channel.
But Holly went on to say some incredible things. The most insane one was where she insinuated that
Yeah, Janie, it's unfortunate because, like, you do have to pick fights. If you want to get, even Xylee in my interview with her said, you want to get bigger, go after bigger YouTubers and steal some of their audience. That's how you do it. I mean, I do criticize bigger YouTubers like Rosanna Pansino, but I don't think that we're getting anybody from her audience, though. I don't think I want anybody from her audience, though, to be honest with you.
Onision now has confirmed kills.
Holly goes on to tell Chris that Onision has confirmed kills.
This allegation began to gain some steam when Tommy C referred to it on a live stream. I took two lines from Nick's video, this one and the one around the Holly clip. Why? Because they said it better than me. Both of Nick's videos are cited in the description. Text and journalism with a similarity less than 15% is considered acceptable. Good luck finding anything close to that. Okay, John, that is what I said in the podcast. You took two lines and that is all I said.
Yeah,
That's
no,
really
those
lazy,
anti-glazers.
That was my only criticism. I had another version in the script, but I went back and watched Nick's videos again, and I just thought his was better, so I used it. This has nothing to do with laziness. He does not see the big issue, and I do not see the big issue. It's two lines. Okay, that is your opinion, but I think taking others' jokes that you admitted to is kind of lazy. If you can live with it, okay, fine.
Yeah, you shouldn't take other people's jokes. Like, that's a big issue. Taking other people's jokes is, like, petty theft. But if you want to steal, like, some imagery from their video to use to, if they, you know, take, for instance, you know, I'm just going to keep using my cave video as an example because I did borrow a lot of stuff from other people. If I feel like someone's made something that really represents imagery that I'm looking to show the audience, then I'm probably going to do that. You know, I'm gonna fair use it though and make it my own. But if they already did a great job of it, and I know that I don't have the ability to do that, why don't I just use that and then also credit them? Like you'll see in that video I made, I'm always crediting where I get the videos from, and if you go down the description, you'll always find the videos so that you can go watch them when you're done watching my video. if you're gonna, but stealing a joke is different. Stealing a joke is like stealing someone's personality. That's my opinion on that. So I can understand where Tommy C's coming from here.
I took the part where you talked about Onision having confirmed kills, if that's what you're referring to, because I found it really funny. I don't know why you're saying jokes in the plural. It was once. Once in the entire 38-minute video. What John skipped over was that it wasn't just 2 lines from Nick's video. There were plenty of other jokes and passages that had been ripped from Nick.
Which is really easy to do when you'll shout out literally anyone, including your detractors, for just $50.
I'd like to give a big shout out to Nicholas Diorio.
He will even go as far as to shout out one of his biggest detractors.
Chris Hansen here of Hansen versus Predators, to catch a predator and have a seat with Chris Hansen. I'd like to give a big shout out to Nicholas Diorio.
Never mind the fact that I paid him to make that just to throw it in Shiloh's face, who is, by the way, one of the alleged victims he's representing.
Nick paid for this clip just to rub it in Shiloh's face. And remember, Shiloh is one of the alleged victims that Chris Hansen is representing.
And what you'll find is some very conclusive...
Okay, I don't have a problem with this. I don't have a problem with this. He's talking, like, what Nick did was interesting. This is literally the, hey man, can I copy your homework? Sure, just change it a little. But see, he was friends with Nick, right? So in a way, I think that John Swan could have looked at this as, giving Nick a shout out. Fun fact, I started watching commentary channels when Nick was fighting with Shiloh. So you were there for all this. Yeah, I personally don't have a problem with this right now. I want to see how bad it gets, though.
Stuff. The research by NanoVapor was done on-site at private medical clinic. Yes, this product works so well that the clinic that performed the test doesn't even want their fucking name associated with it.
The overwhelming scientific consensus that they were trying to sell you on, that this is a very good product, it's so effective that they can prove it in only 2 pages with large type font in a PDF for a study that was done in private medical clinic.
The study in question is 2 pages long with large type font and was done in private medical clinic. Yes, the clinic who provided the premises for the study didn't even want their name attached to the product.
Hey guys, Chris Hansen here of Hansen versus Predators, and to catch a predator, I just wanted to...
Okay, that did sound like he was pretty much copying the same lines. He should have switched it up or something.
Tell you all that I've seen this amazing new smartphone called the Escobar Fold 2. Hey guys, Chris Hansen here of Hansen versus Predators, and to catch a predator, I just wanted to tell you all that I've seen this amazing new smartphone called the Escobar Fold 2.
Well, in case you're unaware, the brand name Escobar actually unironically comes from Pablo Escobar, who, by the way, was famous for being a Colombian drug lord and narco-terrorist, who was also the founder of the Medellin cartel. At the time of his death, his net worth was estimated at $30 billion in 1993.
Colombian drug lord and narco-terrorist who was the founder and sole leader of the Medellin cartel, dubbed the king of cocaine, the wealthiest criminal.
It's the Medellin cartel.
Criminal history, monopolizing the cocaine trade into the US in the 80s and 90s, and was also responsible for the death of over 3,000 people.
However, this entire situation...
Okay, I get that. The first 2 clips I didn't really have a problem with, but I do get just basically regurgitating the same lines word for word is not good. Like, how hard would that have been to switch up? Which, of course, Pablo Escobar was the leader of the Medellin cartel. Like, you can totally switch it up without having to say the same thing, but he just basically said the same thing that Nick did. Again, if facts are facts, though, I mean, how else can you say it? But, I get it.
Didn't really go anywhere past this. Most people who cared about this agreed there were more pressing issues. On top of that, Nicholas Diorio himself didn't want to push the issue, and later stated that he did feel slighted by this, but didn't want to comment because John was blowing up at the time, and it would dampen his friend's success and make him look like a dick.
And back when this happened, I felt awkward about it. I didn't want to say, holy dude, my friend is stealing from me, okay? I don't, because, that sounds pretty gay, right? I don't want to be the guy on Twitter who's being like, oh my god, because John Swan was a big, successful YouTuber at the time who was pulling in, I don't even think the combined views on my 2 videos were 200,000. This video did 800,000. So until John's whole life and career ended, there was no way for me to argue about this without sounding like a petty bitch.
It would have been easy for him to use this stuff if he just said, or just cut Nick's video into your video and go, props to Nick Diorio, this is from him, go subscribe, and then play his clip, instead of just regurgitating and trying to package it as your own. I mean, he did shout out Nick in the video, but John Swan was blowing up. I think that he should have at least, if you're going to do it, just play Nick's part of his video and go follow Nick. I got a lot of information from him.
Was jealous of his current success.
And that wasn't the only issue with John Swan.
Hey commentary community, I'm outside right now touching some grass. I think you guys could all take a little bit of advice from that. Remember, the internet isn't as serious as you may think it is. You may think a lot of the things hold more weight than they really do. Going
out and actually touching grass doesn't mean you're outside touching grass. Let's just be realistic about that. Because if you go outside, touch the grass, and then come right back in, you've learned literally nothing. It's so much more than that. And coming from a guy who's reportedly never leaves his house that's rich.
Try and get outside. Touch some grass sometime.
Though John had elevated himself to admiration and fame, he seemingly kept hanging around and f***ing with smaller commentary channels. I know there's a saying of never forget where you came from, but John was directly interacting with these people and getting involved in situations he really didn't need to. After his initial blow-up, his actual next—
Oh, shut the fuck up, Toastify. This point drives me crazy, all right? If you are a creator and you can talk to smaller channels, it's okay. It's okay to talk to smaller channels. Like, I don't understand, like, this rule, once you've made it, why are you dabbling around with shitters? Like, fuck that, dude. Everybody knows that at some point they were a shitter, all right? Just because you're much bigger now doesn't mean that you're some kind of moral superior person. Like, you're not more special because you have more subscribers. I'm sorry. I hate to break it to you, but if a big creator wants to talk to a smaller creator, they should have every right to. You shouldn't shame them for that or be like, why the fuck you fucking around with the shitters? Like, because they were me at some point. They were me. I was them. Like, I understand where they came from. Like, I don't get it. This whole, they shouldn't. I disagree 100% with this, Toastify. I think, and I know you have 90,000 subscribers, but like this attitude that you can't talk to smaller YouTubers because it'll look bad on you is fucking bullshit, dude. It's so fucking stupid.
Next target was none other than Raintism, a small commentator who'd been doing YouTube for 10 years just for the result of a measly 400 subscribers. Raintism was a bit of a
measly 400 subscribers. I'm Toastify. He's got a measly 400.
lolcow of his day in 2020. After being made fun of by John and a couple of others after he was defending another commentary e-girl, long story, Raintism went off and tweeted hours later that John making fun of him had led to a heart attack and he was in the hospital. This is something that he later admitted to faking. John would end up milking Raintism for all that he was worth in a stream and a video on his second channel, mocking him and his leaving Twit longer. Again, whilst it's absolutely fair to make fun of a guy like Raintism, the fact that John had gone to the extent of making—
Sorry, I know I got a little aggressive there, but I just really think that that's so stupid. Are we not all creators? Like, exactly, Daniel's crew. Everybody starts somewhere. Like, just because you've found success before other people doesn't automatically make you like some higher form of, person. It's so dumb. I hate that fucking thing. I guarantee you guys that if I ever get to 200,000 subscribers, I'm going to be the same exact person. And I'm still going to talk to people who are smaller than me because it's the right fucking thing to do.
This much content about
I think it was a deserved rant to DSB.
Nobody is worth noting. Another small commentator who John got involved with was Elucid. One side primitive short—
Small commentator, 24,000 subscribers. Are you fucking kidding me? He's at least medium commentator. Like, this shit is cringy as fuck. Like, another small commentator that he got himself involved with. Like, who gives a fucking shit, dude? Maybe he likes their work.
Video essays with flashy lights, and the other side just being a typical run-of-the-mill commentary YouTuber. Elucid and John Swan didn't really know each other, apart from John helping Elucid in a false copyright hit against his channel in mid-2020. The connection is because Elucid was accused in late 2020 of pedophilia. The allegations seemed to be strong, but within the same day of them being published, John Swan started up a stream intervening. Within an hour, he and everyone else had concluded that the current evidence against Elucid was fake and unreliable, and everyone's opinion on the situation turned instantly, which is yet another testament to how much impact and influence he had on the community. Interestingly, something that barely anyone had picked up on at the time is that John's logic to disprove the evidence was
I mean, he's small compared to John. Yeah, I mean, he is small compared to John, but I would still consider him to be— you don't get to 27,000 without being, like, at least somewhat capable, And I only can say that because I'm at 3.6. I'm at 3.6. So, obviously, I'm super small compared. But guess what? I know how hard I worked for that 3.6. So I take exception to people like pointing out that it's super small, And yeah, while it's small compared to someone else, I don't think that makes him morally superior, or some kind of guy who shouldn't interact with smaller channels. Like if it's a smaller channel that is like saying terrible shit, maybe not a good idea. But again, you're still a YouTuber at the end of the day. You're not fucking the president of the United States. You know what I mean? It's not like you have some security force walking around with you. I should be able to sit down and have a conversation with Ben Shapiro, who has 7 million subscribers, the same way that I sit down and talk to, Himpleton. It shouldn't be any difference, because at the end of the day, we're all human beings. They compare themselves to Mr. Beast. Yeah, well, Mr. Beast is godlike at this point, right? But guess what? If I sat down and talked to Mr. Beast, I would have the same conversation with Mr. Beast that I'd have with Dan Frampton. Let's be realistic about it, right? It doesn't change anything. It just changed like how far in their career they are. And you just got to believe that you're going to get there one day, or else why are you doing it? I mean, you could do it just for fun too, but you want people to watch. I mean, that's the goal, right? You want people to see your shit.
Totally wrong. The entire idea revolves around the fact that the Instagram UI was wrong, which is incorrect, and the iPhone screen recording had massive spikes of lag, which is totally normal for the hardware. Elucid was essentially falsely cleared by John, but the most well-known case of John fucking with small commentators is Pieman. Unlike Raintism, who always hated him, and Elucid, who didn't really keep up with him, Pieman was a die-hard fan of John Swan and his content. He had started his career with a huge 3-hour video going over the career of LT Corbett, or Soph, an old commentary channel, and it was an impressive achievement, especially for someone who was only 15 at the time. On Twitter, you could see Pieman regularly interacting with John's tweets alongside his other friends, and when John later made a request asking for parody exposed videos on him for stream content, Pieman answered the call, and his video was the first to be featured by John, and that decision was intentional. Did he have the best editing or writing in the world? Not really. But what matters about Pieman is that he was a young kid and you could tell that he was putting his heart into making videos. However, things weren't to last. It begins...
Okay, well at least he gave Pieman some credit there.
As all online tragedies begin on Discord. In one of the many small commentary Discord servers out there, Pieman met a Twitter user inside the community called IMALEXStan69. Pieman and IMALEXStan hit it off and quickly began flirting with each other on Discord and Twitter.
Yeah, this is never good. Never good idea. Telling you right now, guys. Getting lovey-dovey in the Discord, especially with fans or whatever, even if you are single, I'd probably suggest avoiding it the best you can. That part actually made me mad. What John did to Pieman was disgusting. I haven't seen it quite yet. I don't think we got there yet, but we're about to find out, Blue Jay. But I trust you. If you say that it's fucked up, I believe that it's probably going to be fucked up. Yeah. You guys can talk to me all you want, but I have missed lately, so I don't need to get lovey-dovey with any of y'all. Like sometimes I'll joke around with y'all and be like, you know, sometimes you guys are beautiful people, and I'll tell you that, but I'm not going to be sitting here sexting anybody in the Discord.
Twitter. Keep in mind, Pieman was 15 at the time, and IMALEXStan was 13. Or at least, that's what Pieman thought, until someone later informed him that IMALEXStan was actually 12. In response, Pieman said that it now felt really weird, but at the same time, knowing that her age was lower than he thought, actually turned...
Sorry, Soul, I know. I mean, you sexed one time, and it gets weird. Chud Logic found that out the fucking hard way, guys. He found that out the hard way.
And him on more. Expectedly, the screenshot was then leaked to the public. Initially, this was met with a lot of ridicule, as you would imagine, but the situation was derailed when John Swan and his friends came in and began berating Pieman as if he were a pedophile. They did outright say he wasn't, but their treatment of him and the other tweets implied something very different. Now, did Pieman deserve being called a pedophile? No. To be clear, what Pieman said was incredibly weird, but he was again only 15 at the time. It was hard to pin him down as a vicious predator threatening children when he was also a kid and a social reject who hadn't even talked to a woman in real life, let alone a relationship.
Have you ever spoken to a female? Like, this is a genuine, like, do you know?
I'm gonna be honest. I have not had, I'm gonna be honest. I've not had an actual conversation with a female outside of Twitter.
Okay. Oh, Jesus Christ.
You see, we have reached the root of the problem.
Given he was 15, there was absolutely time for him to change if he took the correct steps and took a break from the internet to live a real life, instead of being engrossed in online degeneracy. But despite all of that, John Swan, Pieman's own idol, was at the head of the charge against him. This all culminated in a live stream on Drama Time, Pieman's drama podcast, where essentially everyone got to call in and bully Pieman for 3 hours. And amongst them was John Swan, with an even harsher rendition of his previous Twitter comments.
I'm not going to be here for very long. I'm not going to be on for very long. I just, like... Dude... Like, what the f***? Like, yeah. What the f***? I just...
I don't know why I said that. I'm not attracted to 12-year-olds. I don't know why I said that.
Why would you say it then? Why would you say that? Out of everything you could have said, why did you say that?
That was, you know, it was a big up. It was something which is really bad. And I'm very stupid. I'm very an idiot.
You mean that's fine?
It's fine.
I'm very idiot.
Trying to say that, mate. You said it in DMs, right? And you even cemented it because it's earlier on when Cobra was in the call. You thought that wasn't going to get leaked. You thought that was going to stay private. No. Why would you say that in private, not because it was going to get leaked if you didn't mean it?
Situation.
Yeah, never in a million years should the words I'm not even going to say it myself, but saying that you are attracted to 12-year-olds. Nothing good. Nothing could ever come of that, unless you're 12 yourself.
You knew that it was bad.
And even then,
you knew what you were saying was bad. If that got out, you knew that it was bad. That's why you didn't want it to get leaked. So you knew what you were saying. You can't wiggle your way out of this one, mate. You can't wiggle your way out of this one.
Let me talk.
How is that not going to get leaked? Like, dude, can you not think like ahead?
Well,
like, dude, how does that not get leaked?
She said that she wouldn't leak it, and of course
she's 12. Dude,
I went into damage control mode, and I really panicked and
you
stuff.
lied.
Yes, I lied. That was really bad, and I don't have an excuse for that.
But if you legitimately feel this way, you need some help, right? You need to go. You need to log off. You need to like leave online settings because you cannot have a public platform when you've admitted to this stuff. And this
I'm curious of that too. Blue Jay, how old was Pie Man when he did this? Because that could explain a lot. He's just some edgy teenager with proper guidance. He may have been okay. Yeah, if he was like 15 and he said it, it's not nearly as bad as if he was. Yeah, he was 15 at the time. Like, I mean, come on. I mean, never should you say that still, but at 15, you don't know no better. You don't know the ins and outs of this complex shit, you know? Like, it's someone who's almost the same age as you. Someone who's going to be a sophomore when you're a senior. You know what I mean? Like, it's crazy.
This is going to haunt you now, forever online. Like, you've said that. That's come out. People are always going to know. You've tweeted some very horny tweets before, which is really strange. And I unfollowed you. That was partly the reason why I unfollowed you a few weeks ago. Looks like I dodged a king bullet there. And it shows that you don't have self-restraint and you don't... You can't...
He's 15, dude.
Think before you speak. You don't...
This drives me nuts, though, too, about this community, is that the minute they all have a chance to jump on someone, they take it. They take it and they run with it. Honestly, I'm kind of proud of the fact that I've never gotten myself into any kind of shit like this. I've never once been the subject of a bad take video. I've never been the subject of anything like that. I've never been dogpiled on. But at the same time, a lot of people do that and they turn around and they turn it into success too. So I can see why people would feel compelled to even try.
You don't have self-awareness, and those are important traits to have if you have an online platform. I don't know if this is... You can save yourself here, then. Like, this is something that's going to be with you for ages, and you need to get it sorted out. I don't even know if you can come back. I don't know if you should.
Unsurprisingly, this wouldn't end well, as after the live stream, Pieman posted his suicide note to Twitter.
Oh, yeah. This is why when everybody was jumping on Himpleton, I went and checked on him, made sure he was all right. You know what I mean? Like, I can't sit here and watch everybody attack someone for no reason at all. And even though I know that Himpleton made some mistakes in his conversations with Just a Robot, like, I don't understand why everybody felt the need to, like, shame him to the point where, you know, that's where it was getting to, too. It was, like, getting to the point where it was like, why don't you just do that to yourself? Why don't you just, you know, off yourself in some way? And I went out of my way to make sure that I checked and made sure that, you know, I was like, dude, don't worry about it. Keep your head up. And it meant a lot to him because he just needed someone to be, like, kind and, you know, to him at that moment. And I think that we get carried away with this shit sometimes. Like, this shit ain't that important. It's really not. Not to the point where you need to make someone feel like they need to do this, you know? Oh, it gets worse? Oh, God. Blue Jay, you're going to make me go chick nugs in here.
Thankfully, he would survive as his parents intervened and got him to therapy, and the situation entered a mellow lull. People felt as if they had taken stuff too far in the heat of the moment, but John retold the story in a very different...
Yeah, he did. He left server, but he like invited me to a private server, but I was just getting too many notifications, so I had to end up leaving it. But Himpleton is my boy, though. He's still cool. Like, I still have him on the stream if he wants to come on anytime, you know? He's still all right in my book.
Front light. You'd think by now that the YouTuber with 100,000 subscribers would just leave this frankly irrelevant alone once it got too serious, but he didn't. To his stream viewers, John said that Pieman was weaponizing his life to get...
It would have been so easy, DSB, for me to jump on and laugh at Himpleton and make fun of him, but I it's not in me to do that kind of shit. I don't know. I think he got the point. He fucked up. I don't know what more I could have added to that, you know? He's still a young guy. He's in his early 20s. I kept telling him, I said, don't stop making content. Just keep making content. Maybe back off the live streams for a little bit, but get back to making content, dude. Like, that's what you're good at. Don't worry what these people at the end of the day aren't going to affect you at all. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to make or break your career. Yeah, it's nice to have friends. I will admit, it's nice to have friends who help you out in tough times, but If your friends are all going to turn on you the first second they get, then they're not really your friends. All right, Blue Jay says we have to pay attention to this part. No squirrels. No squirrels.
Out to the situation.
But at the end of the document, he said, I might just upload my next video and then myself. And I'm just... It came out later. Okay, well, he didn't... He wasn't... Those weren't genuine. That wasn't a genuine thing. He, like, literally, like, turned around and said he's fine. So he tried to weaponize a suicide attempt to try and make us feel bad about him saying he was being attracted to a 12-year-old.
John also says that he was trying to stop Pieman from doing a stream.
And I told them, the first thing I got on there, I actually went on because I was like, guys, turn off the stream. You shouldn't be streaming about this. Like, what are you doing?
Which is technically true.
In fact, you need to end the stream. You shouldn't even be live streaming right now because nothing that you're saying is even helping you and it's actually making it worse. So you need to end the stream.
But what's important is that John was trying to frame it as if it was his primary intention when it clearly wasn't. John just wanted to excitedly make fun of Pieman and berate him some more.
Well, I wanted it to not get leaked because I could tell, out of context,
yes, of course.
It looks
I
really
bad. I would want
bad.
it to get leaked either, Pieman, because that's really incriminating. There's no context that makes that okay. There's no context that makes that okay. I'm sorry, there is no context. I'm like, dude, you just can't.
Much later, when Pieman uploaded a video asking John to apologize to him, John would hop onto a Lucid's livestream and laugh at the video with a bunch of others.
I think I provided enough information to prove that John is not perfect. He has made mistakes. Mistakes deserving of an apology. This is why I want everyone who watched this video to tweet #apologize John Swan.
What the situations with Raintism, Elucid, and especially Pieman say about John Swan is more of a reflection of his ego. Again, let me make it clear that in all cases, he never had to get involved, and he genuinely could have just ignored them. It wasn't like a major story or a major point against him was even being made. Even with someone like Raintism, who had directly accused John Swan of bullying him into a heart attack, he had already rescinded his claim by the time John had made a stream.
So, again, this is... I understand why Blue Jay's so upset about this. I mean, it's the gang pile mentality of a lot of the commentary community. Like, they see one person go after someone and then everyone else does. And don't worry, DSB, I personally removed the squirrel emoji because I just didn't want you distracting me anymore. I'm kidding. I don't think I have that power. I don't know why you're not getting the squirrel emoji. Blue Jay says, I can't believe John was like, oh yeah, he weaponized his life attempt. That pissed me. Yeah, because Blue Jay, I totally get that. I've seen people say that. And while, yeah, there are people who do tend to, you know, let's use Hina, for instance, right? She weaponizes it a lot to try to gain sympathy or get money from people. But, oh, look, see, Blue Jay can get the squirrel. But God forbid he wasn't. God forbid he wasn't messing around with this. And he was serious. And then John said that. You know, it's a joke. And this kid's a teenager. They're very emotional like that.
At least with Elucid, he thought he was clearing a false allegation. And with Pieman, it just doesn't make sense.
And knowing a lot of people who've done that to themselves, yeah, I understand, Blue Jay, why it pisses you off.
Especially when you consider that Raintism and Elucid were both adults. Whilst again, Pieman was 15. Why would John do this? Is it some sort of a thrill or a sense of power from messing with these people, bullying them around and facing no repercussions because they're nobodies?
This kid's continually been like racial.
Okay. I take exception with your wording there, Toastify, that these people are nobodies. All right. They're somebody to someone. You know, yes, I don't have a huge audience, but guess what? My audience matters just as much as your audience matters to you. Okay. Yeah. Are they smaller? Yes. But that doesn't make them less people because they watch me instead of watching some other person who can't engage with them because the chat's rolling so fast. Like this whole, again, it's just the wording that Toastify is using that's really bothering me. These are nobodies. Who the fuck said they're nobodies? What makes them nobody? Right? Why? Because they don't have a bigger platform? Makes them meaningless individuals? I can't. It's so stupid. So fucking dumb.
Showed by bigger YouTubers, like more like I like John, but like I'll say his name. John like has been going at this kid for a while. The poor kid DM'd him something, or it might have been somebody else. He's like, "Can you lay off?"
Here's the deal. Here's my stance on that. All right, here's my stance on that.
Small with no influence. Let's attack him. Low-hanging fruit.
When it's actual allegations, and when the kid is already like off the edge anyway, like, and you're trying to throw real, I'm just like, all right, this is just gonna f you over in the future. Or whatever. I have no issue if people are ratioing the kid or whatever, just making fun of him or whatever. I can't take a stance against that because that'd be inherently hypocritical from my perspective. But you gotta calling the kid a pedo is a lot different than just making fun of him or just goofing on him or whatever. You know, there's a little bit of a difference between that.
Lukewarm take at best. I mean, sometimes when I'm done with work, I feel like less people. Yes. I mean, that's fine. That's different. But, yeah, but shitters are people too. Remember that, folks. Shitters are people too. I was hardcore searching for the squirrel and it's right next to the beaver. Yes, we need to start using the beaver more, guys. Bring the beaver back. Hashtag bring the beaver back again.
It's hard to convey how popular Dream was back in 2020, because when you hear his name nowadays, you usually think of something like this.
I'm in love with the minors.
But back before all the allegations, Dream was on top of the online world.
Wasn't that all proven to be false, though? Wasn't that, like, all false stuff?
His Minecraft videos and the Dream SMP had captured the imagination of a generation of bored teenagers in the middle of a lockdown. But it didn't immediately start like this. Before Dream blew up and became as big as he was making videos that were more about the technicality of Minecraft. In fact, he was even interviewed by John Swan in his Minecraft video essay that we mentioned. In a way, Dream's path from then onwards was very much like John's. He had entered the community as a talented and underrated creator, and through a number of well-made videos, had skyrocketed to the top of the Minecraft community, changing how a lot of other creators operated. And just like John, there were things to criticize him on. In
there we
gaining his
go. Get that
popularity,
beaver
Dream
up
had attracted
there.
a loyal and
Thank you,
fervent
Kevin
fandom
Z.
of young
Bring the
people
beaver
obsessed with
back.
him and his work, fitting nicely under the label of stans. He would be trending every single day on Twitter due
Hashtag beavers matter too, guys. Beavers matter too.
to thousands of people tweeting about something he had said or joked about on his stream. And although this is not a blanket representation of everyone, some of these fans were crazy people who doxed, harassed, and drew graphic gore art of people they hated or even loved. It even came to the point that Dream had to Photoshop out the reflection in his cat's eyes when posting a picture so that his fans couldn't find out who he was. And despite those facts, Dream would continue to actively encourage their toxic behavior. Perhaps it's no surprise then that when his rabid fanbase turned on him, not much sympathy was to be had. At the time, John Swan had just finished his collaboration with
No, I was pouring myself some wine, DSB. I wasn't sure if you guys could hear that. It did sound like I was peeing, though. I was pouring myself some wine.
Diorio, looking into the YouTuber Deji.
I'm on break.
Moving towards
I'm
the
gonna
future.
drink. I'm on break. I'm gonna have a little bit of wine while I stream. I hope you don't mind. Yeah, beavers' lives matter too. Beavers are now the representation of shitters, guys. All right, squirrels are the big YouTubers. Beavers are shitters. We care about our beavers too. I got a jug under this table that I pee at, so I never have to get up.
He was now planning to work with a smaller and very talented commentary creator known as
I am
Corbett on his
enjoying
video
the wine.
encompassing Dream's controversies. And in order to promote it, John would post tweets highlighting the issues with Dream and his fanbase. This got him the usual backlash, but it did also get him on Dream's radar. And after a post in which John was gloating about his recent Twitter growth, Dream responded on a small subreddit. This guy's bad news. A while back, right after I interviewed with him for a Minecraft documentary, he changed his profile picture and name on Discord to mine, and started DMing people pretending to be me. He sent people the N-word and a lot of other stuff, as well as said sexual stuff, was claimed that it was me.
All right,
He'd given
Kevin,
his main Twitter to vouch.
cheers.
Where he would then,
Cheers
for
to
his
you.
main Twitter, vouch that it was me and say that we were amazing friends and link the documentary to prove it. Once I confronted him about it, very nicely given the circumstances, he said that his friend had hacked his account and done it. I didn't reply to him and unfollowed him, and I don't think he is super fond of me since then. John would promptly respond to this comment by clarifying that a while ago, whilst visiting some family friends, he had logged into his account on someone else's laptop to teach a younger member of his family about YouTube. The annals of history have since referred to this person as the 12-year-old autistic cousin, based on how John describes them. John states that he foolishly forgot to log out, and this kid would start trolling on his account. He messaged the YouTuber Harley TBS and redirected them to
That seems kind of like a stretch. I mean, it's possible it could happen, but it definitely seems like he's stretching a little bit. See you, DC. Thank you for hanging out with us on this late stream.
an alternate account disguised as Dream.
Yeah, I appreciate everybody who's hanging out. I know that it's late for some of y'all, and for some others of y'all, it's still late, but you know. Oh well, let's do it. Big time, baby. We still got half this video to go.
Where he talks about such topics like the Minecraft sex mod that he was working on. It's worth noting that Harley is now known as a channel with well over 100,000 subscribers and a prominent voice in the art commentary community, but back in 2021 when
There's
this
the
happened,
beaver.
they had barely
The
1,000
beaver is
subscribers
cute. It's like a
and was
fat
generally quite
squirrel.
annoying, something I'm sure they will tell you themselves. Harley was less known for the content they made and more for spamming friend requests on Discord to any and every big content creator that they got into contact with. As soon as John found out about the trolling, he says he logged down all accounts and spoke to the cousin, telling him to stop and change the account back. Dream didn't buy this, and showed the Twitter messages where he confronted John on what happened. The two went back and forth, and John's audience and friends obviously believed him, considering his credibility. I'm so sorry about all the Dream-related tweets on the timeline, but I just quickly wanted to add this. Why would I, as a creator wanting to get big on the platform, try to smear another popular creator by creating an alt account and sending troll messages to one person? This just makes no sense at all, optically and logically.
Blue Jay's
Anyone
ready
that
to
knows
go
me in
all
private
night.
knows I don't do shit like this. It just isn't true. This is a smear, plain and simple. On February 16th, 2021,
This
Dream
is
went
the
live on
really
Twitch to
late
over
with lately.
300,000 viewers dressed in a detective version of his skin. In the stream, Dream shows the DMs of the alt account supposedly made by the 12-year-old autistic cousin. In this, he points out that the kid referred to Harley's dispute with LT Cobra. So how could a 12-year-old log in and know about this person's pre-existing drama with someone else?
Yeah, exactly. This is why this is such a lie. This is such a bullshit lie.
Also notes that the alt account is now named Nicholas Iorio, which, as we know, is one of John's closest friends. Again, unlikely that a 12-year-old would know this. So who was running this account? Was it?
I feel like being close friends with Nick is like Russian roulette. because he will if he gets the opportunity to take you out, he's gonna take you out.
Actually Nicholas DeOrio. At this point, Keemstar also jumped in because of course he did. Keemstar offered both John Swan and Dream an opportunity to come on Drama Alert for an interview. John denied, saying his manager advised him against it, whilst Dream accepted and pointed out more inconsistencies in John's argument.
The story just...
No, it doesn't make any sense. And the thing is, there's so many inconsistencies, and something I didn't even mention on my stream, which I think is is actually a really big deal, is that in between the time period where he claimed he didn't have access to his account and he got hacked by the 12-year-old kid that he says did it.
One day Nick will want to be your friend when you make it big. Yeah, I mean, he's friends with like Cope and Seath, who's only a little bit larger than I am. I mean, Cope, though, he has like a couple hundred people in his live streams, but Cope's also really good at, he was also supposed to be somebody I was going to have on, and he's gone radio silent with me too, so I don't know what the fuck's up with these guys. I know that my views haven't been huge lately, but, you know, it's whatever. We have been bamboozled by the chipmunk. Oh man, we got chipmunk infiltration. Let's keep it to the beavers, guys. Keep it to the beavers. We're safe with the beavers.
According to Harley, which is the only witness, because
I also took a shot at trying to get Keemstar on too. So I hit links up. I was like, "Yo, can you see if Keemstar would talk to me?" But yeah, so far nothing. Radio silence from everybody. It's Christmas though, so I'm giving everybody a break. I'm not going too hard. I'm not gonna do Jake Doolittle right now, but I don't care. If they don't want to talk to me, they don't want to talk to me. It's totally cool, but it would help my channel a lot if you guys came and talked to me. I'm just saying. Just saying. Winona has a big brown. Winona got a big brown beaver.
Because Harley was the one that was being messaged. The account never went offline. So the account was online the entire time between when he claims he didn't have access, and then he messaged them saying he did.
Janie, God has his plan for you. Silence may be protecting you from something. Just keep on trucking. That's all I'm doing, Janie. By the way, guys, my videos are going to keep getting better and better and better. I promise you. At some point, I'm always looking to improve. One in the chat if you guys have seen the new video.
Did have access. And according to them, because it was only a 10-minute period, the account never went offline during that period. So the account was online the entire time while he was apparently doing password resets and stuff.
Don't even play with me. It is too late for you to be messing around with that shit.
John Swan caught, and he would respond with an eloquently written 8-page document. It starts by recapping the history of the drama before going over Dream's questions and refuting them point by point, reasoning that he forgot multiple aspects of the situation. Why did the kid know about LT Cobra and Holly TVS?
What am I supposed to do with a 0? All right. Well, Blue Jay, thank you for your honesty, but you should check it out. But my point is, right, if you guys have watched that video and you guys have been following me for the past year, you have to, admit that video is much better than stuff I've done before. So, and I'm only a year into this journey, right? Take a creator like Xylee. Xylee's 49. I think that's what you said, Xylee. 49 years old. And she's just beginning to find fame. Xylee's almost a whole decade older than me. And imagine what I'm going to be doing in 10 years from now. You know what I mean? So I'm going to keep making videos. It doesn't matter if they, not every video is a viral hit, but I'm going to keep making them, and I'm going to keep making them better and better and better. And that's all I can do and all I can expect from myself. And that's all I really want to do is make good shit. I want to make good shit that makes people excited. Good shit that makes people want to come back for more. You know what I mean? And of course, we'll do the live streams too. But eventually, I'd like this live stream to become more of a fluid 1-hour show where we talk about all the latest drama or something. You know what I mean? Or have a Joe Rogan sit-down interview, which would be cool. I just haven't had the chance to watch it yet. You posted it last night when I was going to sleep. To go to work early in the morning. Well, Blue Jay, you should have put it on and fell asleep to my soothing voice. It's like ASMR tragedy, e.g. talking about the saddest stories you can find. That's all right. I look forward to hearing what your opinion is on it, Blue Jay.
This drama? Well, the day prior, Cobra had sent John screenshots of him arguing with Harley, and Cobra was the last person that messaged John at the time. Why was the account renamed Nicholas DeOrio? Well, Nick had appeared in a lot of John's videos, which the kid had seen, and Nick has a big meme culture around him in the community. And why trust Dream when he's been accused of cheating in a Minecraft speedrun? Now, some of this reasoning might be absurd now, but with the context, you can understand why others believed it.
Exactly. To both the video and to what's being said in the chat. Soul says lives are great for us, but if you want to grow, lives can hold you back. Yes, my bread and butter is not my live streams. I live stream for you guys. I live stream because I love coming in and hanging out with you guys, and your guys show up. And as I always said, if you guys show up, I show up. That's always going to be true. But where I feel like I excel and where I want my channel to go is someone like, Nerd City, who's not known for his lives. He's known for his great content, and I want to get there. My content's not perfect yet, but I definitely feel like if you go back to where I started to where I'm at now, it is a massive improvement. But the soft sounds of rain and piano music, I can't just give up on it. Yes, I get that. Miss Lately listens to Fireplace right now because of she changes, like during the spooky season and Halloween and stuff, she would listen to like rain and thunderstorms, and now that it's Christmas time, she puts the Fireplace on and she falls asleep to that. So I totally get the point of using that to go to sleep to instead of me, but it'd be a lot cooler if you fell asleep to me. Give me that watch time. Give me the watch time, Blue Jay. Stop holding off the watch time. It's my watch time and I need it.
Keep in mind, John's last big expose was against Chris Hansen for sending a doctor after him. Dream misunderstanding this incident was probable, and again, most of the community threw their weight behind their trusted friend.
Well said.
The funny part of this, and I guess like the part that really resonates with all the audience, is this just does not sound like something John would do.
I don't think I've ever heard John say a slur. I don't think I've ever heard that before.
This posh little prick is out there apparently making fake
This kid plays the fucking violin, dude. Like he's not.
This dude literally played the violin on.
He's not gonna go on stream and be like, "Oh, we don't like it." Yeah,
I feel like they're defending John though in this particular part because he was their friend, but it could have been him. I mean, if John's smart enough, he would know that if he was just going off on a wild tangent and saying shit that didn't sound like him, that most people would defend him. And I think that maybe they fell for this. I have a feeling, considering that this is how he destroyed his career, that this is going to end up coming back to bite him in the ass. Do you want me to watch your live stream right now or the video right now? Make up your mind. No, Blue Jay, watch the live stream and then go watch the video, okay? You don't even got to watch it. Listen to the soothing sounds of EG here all night long. I'm just playing with you. And yes, Kim, thank you so much. I love your videos. They're also amazing. Kim, you're the best. Thank you for always being here and being so positive and just being so positive. Just never change, Kim. Never change ever.
Not gonna do that.
They believe Dream, this massive YouTuber, had thrown John under the bus. Little did they know, John was throwing them under the bus the entire time. On the night of February 26, 2021, messages started going around in the commentary community stating that John had lied about Dream. The rumor was that there was no 12-year-old autistic cousin. It was all made up. John had done this troll, orchestrated it all along with LT Cobra, and then went to message the Right Opinion on WhatsApp, where he...
I'm going to start an EG Lately ASMR channel where I'm just going to come out here and I'm going to be like... It's going to be a drama ASMR channel where I'm going to be like... It looks like Nick Diorio is picking a fight with another person. Also, John Swan is gay, apparently. And Dream is being lied about. I hope you guys understand that I don't give a shit about any of these people. That's going to be my ASMR channel. It's fine. I know where I'm not wanted. I'll go watch the video. No, Blue Jay. Blue Jay, come back. You can blame it all on me. I got Blue Jay. I got you. Hang on. I got you. Hang on. Here we go. This song is for Blue Jay. I'm so sorry, girl. It's all my fault. Hey, Blue Jay, I just wanted to tell you I'm sorry. I didn't mean to tell you to go watch my other video while I'm live streaming now. So, Blue Jay, I'm so fucking sorry. I tried to tell you to go watch my new video. Tried to tell you everything that I know. Please, Blue Jay, come back. Blame it on me. Blame it on me. You can blame it on me. Please Jay, come back. Blue Jay, come back. Blue Jay, come back. You're the bluest of jays. You're the bluest of jays. You're the bluest of jays. Come back. All right. That should make you feel so much better. That should make you feel so much better. I apologize through song, guys. That's how. That's what, tell me you'll find another streamer who could do that shit. As I knock out my own earbud. Watch me get like copyright claimed on my own song or some shit. You need to hear my Casey Kasem doing the top 20. Yes, well, do a recording for me, DSB, and we'll put it on there to introduce this segment. Yes, we got her back, guys. She's back. Through the love of song, we were able to get Blue Jay to come back. We're so happy. Tell me you're going to find another creator out there who's going to sing apology songs to their audience when they make them sad. I can't think of one. I can't.
He admitted to it. This rumor led to Nicholas Diorio confronting John Swan on a now infamous private call.
I'm not mad at you. I just want you to, like, 100% assure me that there's no possible way, there's no mix-up that could have happened. Like, there's no way that you could possibly be not telling me the entire truth.
No, there's no way.
There's no way that you could have, like... it doesn't add up, dude. There's no way that you and Cobra were just around with Harley or whatever, and then you didn't expect Dream to respond, and you just said, like, you made up something on the spot or whatever, and then you just, like, you weren't expecting it to ever come back up again, and it came back up again, and it was just a big show, and you just tried to bury it, and then it got bigger, and then you just made a document.
I'll say it once, I'll say it a million times. The internet is full of people who don't know how to communicate with people, which is why they probably have no friends in the real world. So that's why they go online, and then they end up fucking each other over, which ends to drama, which is why we all watch, correct? Right? It's like, it's a vicious circle. You know that they're going to turn on each other at some point. Always. Always, always, always.
No way that's what happened.
I'm trying really hard here, because Nick...
Dude, I'm not going to go make a video on you. Okay, I'm just asking, because I want to know. Because, like, I feel like...
I bet Nick went and made a video on him.
I already know the answer, so it's, like, really, like, there's no reason to lie to me.
If you know the answer, then you know the answer.
So you did it!
That's what I'm going to say.
John, come on! I'm not...
No, I'm not. I don't know. Who knows? If you know the answer, you know the answer. That's all.
Do you think they don't have... Alright, wait. You think they don't have you saying it? They do. No, they do.
No, they don't.
John, it's not on his Twitter account.
Yes, they do, John. No, they don't. Yes, they do, John. No, they don't. Yes, they do, John. No, they don't. Yes, they do, John. Maybe. And so the conversation just went.
It's on his WhatsApp.
No, it's not me that sent that, man.
The kid sent it?
I don't know who that is.
John, this is crazy.
I don't know who that was.
John.
I don't know. Who was that? I don't know. I spoke to Troy the other day. That's how I know. Basically, the outcome of that was he had told people, but it wasn't as many as what I'm.
What made it to me?
So
they told people.
I assume things have. Assume things have spread. But that doesn't really matter because what matters is where it started, and if that person isn't going to come forward with anything, then it doesn't really matter.
I don't know what the fuck is happening right now. I know. I mean, I know what's happening, but I don't know what John is saying like right now. He's just saying words. These words mean nothing.
I mean, these screenshots coming from third hand doesn't mean a thing.
So you're basically just okay with saying that like it didn't happen because Tro's not going to put up a screenshot.
Yes.
It's crazy how John is so comfortable with saying that he'll just continue because he knows the right opinion won't put out the screenshots. It's just completely slimy. Unfortunately for John, the one thing he banked on was Nick just following his command and not putting anything out. Clearly that didn't work because early in the next day, Nick posted a thread stating that John had lied to him for the past few weeks. This led to another call where John is clearly panicked and distraught that his lie has been uncovered.
I had to. I know. No, I did. I definitely did.
No.
What?
No.
Yeah, that's exactly, Blue Jay. He's a terrible liar. He's absolutely terrible, atrocious liar.
What the f***?
It could have happened. It could have. I might have. I might have done it, but I'm never going to admit to it.
Talk. Go.
No, it's just why,
dude.
You can't, dude.
No, what do you mean? How
you can't expose me? You can't do this to me.
is this any worse than literally just...
Yeah, DSB, he couldn't even put a little dressing on that one. The worst fucking liar ever. Like, just be like, yeah, I did it. Kiss my ass. You know, I don't get, like, people would have more respect for you. This is why people on the internet always find themselves, I guarantee you guys, you're never going to find me in a drama like this. You want to know why? Because I'm brutally fucking honest all the time. And I can't help myself. I just can't help myself. Like, I have to tell, I might piss people off because I tell them what I really think, and that might piss them off and make them come after me. But you'll never find me sitting here trying to defend myself from a lie. That's never going to happen. And if it does, then I lost my way completely. Or I'm back on drugs. If I'm doing that, I'm back on drugs. I'm telling you that right now. Because part of me getting clean and staying clean is just being brutally honest. Ask Miss Lately. I am almost so honest with her, sometimes it brings her to tears. But it's something I have to do for myself, because when I was a drug addict, all I did was lie about everything. Everything. That's all I did was lie. Lie. I'd lie about shit I didn't even need to lie about. Now that I'm clean, I have to make it a personal mission of mine to be honest no matter what.
Lying to I don't know how much you've lied to me about, dude. I have no idea how much you've lied to me about, but if you're willing to lie on like that big of a public spectrum, do you think like people shouldn't know about it? But I'm just sitting here thinking, it's just like, you haven't been up front with me in any capacity. Why would, like, holy shit, dude. I don't know. I thought we were like cooler than that. I thought you wouldn't like completely screw me over. What you really expect from me here? I have like a moral truth capacity thing.
What? No. No, dude.
What is the way, dude? How do I do it better?
No, dude. No.
Delete that immediately.
I'll don't.
What's wrong about it? What do you want me to, like, what would I change?
This is not the time. This is seriously not the time.
What do you mean it's not the fucking time, dude? What is this guy even talking about?
Look, dude, I feel bad enough already, but I'm not gonna just sit here and just like get guilt tripped. Do you have something to say that makes this make any sense to me?
Okay, all right.
Come on, dude, just tell me the sob story so I can tell you I don't care about it.
No,
I don't. No, I don't. I'm not like seriously, I don't. Can you just like get it off? Like, did your dog die? Like, what do you need me to say?
Did your dog die?
It's just some family shit.
Dude, was the family year long?
Okay.
Dude, are you really gonna get me into a call and tell me that you're having family and this isn't the time and you can't handle this right now? Like, seriously, dude? Come on, bro.
My dad took away my PlayStation. All right, there, I said it. All right. My dad took away my PlayStation, and all I got now is my PC and my iPad. But I miss my PlayStation. My PlayStation made me so happy. That's the family shit. I guarantee this guy doesn't have real family shit. Like, a lot of us have real family shit. Like, live in my house for a fucking month and then tell me you don't have family shit. Not the PlayStation. Yeah, he lost his PlayStation, guys. This is what it all comes down to. I've heard from a guy. A guy messaged me. I didn't know who it was, but he said that he was right. So I heard from a guy who knew a guy that John got his PlayStation taken from him, which is where all this family shit came from.
Come on, dude.
Like, I don't understand why you have to bring this to the public.
Right now? What do you mean? Like,
I had no idea.
I think you should have brought it to the public 3 weeks ago, and we could have totally skipped this out. Do you understand that I've been like fighting with everybody on Tommy's news team? I almost burned a bridge with Tommy because I was defending you so much. Literally driven like fucking divisions in my own fucking friendships with people online because I fucking trusted you. So like, I don't really feel bad about it.
I almost feel like Nick's using this to cover himself too. See, Tommy, I was just trying to be a good friend. For real, EG, if they need drama, walk a mile. Yeah, I know. I guarantee you half of the people out here who are like, yeah, family stuff, they don't even know the half of what kind of family stuff a lot of people really deal with. Like, Jesus, like, it's bad. Really bad for some people out there.
About this, not at all, actually. I feel bad that like I burned a bridge with somebody I genuinely like to talk to, but I don't know if that person genuinely liked to talk to me because he lies through his teeth, dude. So I don't know what the I have no idea, dude.
This is nothing. This is
Dude, it's no wonder Nick doesn't want to fucking talk to anybody. It's no wonder, because he's dealt with so many of these people that it's like, why would I want to talk to someone who's probably... Although, Nick, if I'm being honest, you should talk to more people, because guess what? They're going to give you content, buddy. When they do this dumb shit, they're going to give you content to talk about. So maybe you should stop closing off your inner circle and start talking to more people so that you have videos to talk about. Just saying. Maybe Nick won't talk to me because he knows that he will never get content out of me one day. I don't know.
No, it's just, I wanted to just end peacefully, dude. I dug myself into a deep hole and I felt terrible about it since I ever did it, man.
You didn't
I'm gonna be real
do
with you, okay?
anything wrong.
I know you
what you did wrong.
First off, who's recording this, Nick? Because if Nick's recording this, then that's a fucking snaky move too. So I don't know. I don't fucking know, dude. Like, there's so much shit going on in this video right now that's all like shitty. Like, if you're trying to have a conversation with your friend about whether or not they're actually lying to you, and then you record it, like, who's the shitty one here? Yes, maybe they're both just pieces of shit. Did you just mix together the word buddy and bro? Oh, yeah, Brody. Yeah, Brody. What's up, Brody? Look, all right, it's late at night. EG's a little tired. He's been drinking the wine. He's having a good time. Here's my shoulder and a box of tissues. Yeah. Yeah, we don't need a therapy session in here. I don't know. This whole situation seems so sneaky on both ends. Like, I get why Nick's mad, but you're recording it though. Someone's recording this, right? This video didn't just randomly appear out of nowhere. So it's like, all right, they're both kind of being shitty. If Nick really wanted his friend to be transparent with him, then he could have this conversation without us knowing and then come back and like, yeah, John admitted it. He kind of lied to me. I'm really sorry about it. But instead he recorded the thing. He's turning it into content. John Swan's an asshole for lying. Nick's an asshole for recording it. Nobody in this story is clean. Let's just be real about that, guys. All right.
Wrong was you dragged it and dragged it and dragged it. And that's the problem here, is that you made a Google document and you drug like everybody else in to like to fix your fucking situation. All you had to do was just own up to the fact that you like trolled somebody, you never thought it would get back to him or something like that. And it probably, if you did it like at the beginning, if you did it at like the point where it was on Reddit, like there were so many outs. You had so many outs to not be a dick. I don't know. Like I just figured you were a lot smarter than this. I guess I was wrong.
Yeah, I thought so too. I guess I'm not. I guess I'm a moron. Okay. Why did you do it?
It's the morally right. I have a video on my channel lying about somebody. I have a video lying about somebody on my channel, and I didn't know I was lying about somebody when I made it. I have to clear that up.
You could have just.
Oh, I did, video, but then I made a statement because it's the right thing to do.
But it's just not.
I do feel like Nick's kind of moral high grounding here a little bit.
We always had this thing. We always said that, like, if any of us ever fucked up, like, we would call each other out for it, right? We always said that.
I love the sad fucking music behind this. Like, oh, can you believe? It's like I feel like I'm watching a CW show right now. Like, this is what's going on right now in this video. You lied to me. You fucking lied to me, man. I thought that we were like the bestest of friends. Did you not understand how this is gonna hurt me in the long run? John Swan, you were my fucking friend. And you betrayed me. I made videos defending you to people. And now I just feel like I don't even know who you are anymore, John. I don't even know who you are. I'm Nicholas DiOrio. I'm meant to be honest. And now I need to just, I don't know. I thought we had something special, John. I thought we had something fucking special. Who are you, John? Who are you? Yeah, you know, just stupid shit like that. That's what I feel like I'm watching right now.
Up, dude. I called you out on it. Sorry.
After this, John had to post an apology. Hello everyone. As a commentator, my credibility is important to me. Unfortunately, I have let you all down. There is no excuse for what I did, and I take full responsibility. I wish I could have made a video, but I'm currently traveling and not in a position to do so. I was messing around on Discord about a year back with a friend of mine.
I guess he didn't have a cell phone at the time to make a video.
I had 6,000 subs and I thought nothing of it. This somehow got back to Dream, and I didn't expect it to. I panicked. I told a lie, and I thought it would never get brought up again.
I will say that's fair. All right, a lot of times I make stuff, I say, oh, excuse me. So a lot of times I say things and just assume since I'm so small, nobody's going to really care about it. And then eventually, like, I find out that people have seen it and I'm like, oh, okay. Well, I hope you liked it. I mean, I get why Nick is pissed. Keep in mind, he posted a video and he had to private it and make a statement because of John. I would be mad. Yeah, Nick has a right to be mad. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying, like, in hindsight, like, the whole situation is kind of silly, right? It's just like the dramatic music, the like making it feel like it's higher stakes than it actually is. I don't know. The guy trolled someone, you know, and I don't know. He just trolled somebody, and that's kind of where we're at right now. And we're turning into like he slept with Nick's wife or some shit. This was what was this mind trip you have bestowed upon me, good sir? Yes, I don't know, Master Toothpick. I am kind of I'm not lost in this. I know what's going on, but it's just all of it's It's a lot to keep up with. So I don't blame you guys if you're lost a little bit.
I was wrong.
Essentially, okay, I'll break it down. What's happened is John Swan, I guess, trolled Dream and then blamed it on like someone getting access to his account. Nick defended John Swan, and then it turned out that John Swan was actually behind it. So Nick felt stupid because he defended John Swan. So Nick called John Swan, recorded a conversation between him where he got John Swan to admit it. So everybody in this has dirty hands, and that's pretty much it. I think I can laugh about this because I'm really not involved with any of these people, so I don't really. It doesn't really mean a whole lot to me, but I mean it's still good content. So thank you, Blue Jay, for showing us this. But it was a hit to its credibility, especially because it was a Dream and how big Dream is. Yeah, I get that, Blue Jay, but at the same time, maybe Nick should have made sure that the information was right. Isn't Nick always the person who's like saying, you got to make sure your information's right before you release a video? And then he does this. He puts out these videos not knowing for sure if they're right. Because had he done his due diligence, most likely he would not have made these videos, correct? Am I wrong for saying that? Considering like the stance that Nick has so much on making sure your information's accurate and stuff. But if you got it directly from him, I guess in a way it makes sense. But I don't know. I just feel like, Nick is always preaching about how accurate everything needs to be. And it looks like he was just defending his friend. He got too close to the situation and he got blinded by defending his friend, even though Tommy C was right pretty much the whole time. No, I was speaking about your theatrics, bro. That was there. Well, you can always count on theatrics on this stream, Master Toothpick. That's one thing for sure you guys can always count on, is I'm doing some theatrical shit.
Dream's Reddit post came out and I was completely in shock. I panicked again and I made my thread, digging myself into a deeper hole. I thought it would look really bad if people thought I was impersonating a YouTuber, even though it was so small and inconsequential at the time. But I understand now that lying about something on as big of a scale...
Yeah, I get that, Blue Jay, but this is like... everybody made mistakes, Everybody made mistakes in this situation. Nick, I understand wanting to defend your friend. I do, because I've done it and I will continue to do it. Like I will defend people if I feel like they're right or they've been good to me, and I feel they have to be right though for me to defend them. But I do feel like that Nick probably should have like made sure that this was the case before going so hard defending his friend. That's all I'm saying. I don't think that's unfair to say.
As this is indefensible. Time after time I messed up.
Yes,
I should have just said it was me all along, but I
circus.
didn't. I dug myself deeper and deeper, and I got caught up with everything. I lied about a massive creator, and I'm sorry. There is no excuse, there is no need to defend me. I was brutally wrong, and I'm sorry for lying to you all.
Thank you,
I'm especially
Kim.
sorry to Dream for everything I did. Lying at the expense of someone's credibility is one of the worst things a creator can do. Once again, there is no excuse. I understand if this makes you lose respect for me. In fact, I would be shocked if it didn't. I messed up on such a large scale that I don't know if I'm capable of anyone's forgiveness, but I will try my best to earn my respect back. I have let you all down, I'm ashamed and disappointed in myself, and I'm sorry. I also want to apologise to the people that stuck their neck out to defend me. People like Nick, Orky, Bobax, Tipster, Optimus and others. I lied directly to their faces and put everyone's credibility in danger. I didn't consider how this might have affected them, but I should have. Once again, there is no excuse for what I did.
I feel like Nick probably could have came out and been like, well, John Swan's saying it wasn't him, so I've never known John to do this personally, but he's saying it's not him, and that's probably what we're going to go with right now. But if it turns out it was him, I'll stand corrected. But it sounds like Nick went full on. It wasn't fucking him. Like, there's no way he could have done this ever. Like, and that's not the right approach to take, right? So I think at the time, because of John's reputation, everyone thought John was the right and that Dream was in the wrong. I'm not 100% sure. It's been a long time. Yeah, and again, I'm going to be very clear. I don't know this situation ins and out. I'm learning about this as we go. But my job's to react to it and give my opinions on it. So that's kind of where I felt like, if we're going to... Obviously, hindsight's 20/20. It's easy to sit here and say what they should have done. But in this situation, I can see it being a little more complicated than that. But... I have the privilege of hindsight and being able to be like, well, this is what I would have done, even though if I'm not sure if that's what I would have done, Is he sorry or sorry he got caught? I think he's sorry he got caught, New Moon. I think you're right. Good point. New Moon's right. He's sorry he got caught. He's not sorry he did it. He's sorry that everybody found out.
Dream would see this and made his own response, saying he was severely disappointed in John Swan for his lies. It turns out that someone had told Dream at some point about what was going on and showed these WhatsApp messages, and despite holding on to proof that John was blatantly lying to a sociopathic degree, Dream held back on releasing these screenshots and even tried to resolve the situation privately with John multiple times. John would not accept. I know people hate Dream now and I get it, but the amount of restraint to not just nuke
I don't get why does everybody hate Dream? I mean, the guy's been lied about. Do they hate him because he's popular? Because that's not fair either. Like, oh god, he's successful, fuck him, you know?
Off the face of the planet after seeing him spew bullshit about you for weeks has to be respected. This WhatsApp screenshot had also gone to Keemstar, hence why he jumped in. But his behavior was far from respectable. Keem knew that John's story wasn't true.
Keemstar is never going to be respectable. He's not known to be respectable. He's playing a character. He plays a character. Over the top. I feel like Keemstar's nothing like this in real life. Keemstar likes to just play these over the top wrestling style figures.
And due to recent grudges with the rest of the commentary community, let him lie for weeks like a wind-up toy, just so he could get one up on the community and then gloat and destroy everyone with one stone. This private call by Nicholas DiOrio quite literally saved everyone else's career, which John had put at risk in the first place. John's insane lie had far-reaching consequences, some of which were playing out right in front of him. Nicholas DiOrio was getting into arguments with his friends over it. The whole situation's attention had led Corwit to get death threats. John had even privately talked to Boblax, who is autistic.
Yeah, if you're death threatening people over this shit, you got super issues, man. Keep in mind this whole drama between John and Dream was 3 years ago. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. But didn't Dream have another thing last year come up? So it seems like everybody goes after him. Oh look, fucking Boblax. Talk about a meaningless figure online, Boblax. If you get your opinions from Boblax, chances are you're an idiot. No offense to anybody who actually likes Blow, but I look at that guy and I see a guy who's first off antisocial, probably never picked up a girl in his life unless it was over the fact that he's a YouTuber. He just seems like such a, I don't know, I don't want to say dork, but like I feel like that's the only word I can really go with right now is that he's a fucking dork. Boblax is like okay, let's read what he has to say. His massive words of wisdom on this whole situation. Here's another thing that bothers me about the John Swan stuff. That is specific to me. John talked with me in depth explaining how 12-year-old using his Discord was autistic and exploited my knowledge of autism to craft his false narrative. I hate that I was used for that. I did not expect such a big reaction to this tweet. Thanks for being supportive, and I have mixed feelings because I don't want to ruin John's rep any further. He was my good friend 24 hours ago. I don't know. Even though I'm saying what happened, it feels backstabby. I don't know what to feel right now. Isn't that funny, hearing that from Boblax right now, knowing what he's done since this tweet? Like, I don't want to be victimized or singled out for having autism. He lied to everyone, not just me. We all got screwed over. Here's my issue. Is like these people all feel so self-important. They feel like they're so much more important than they really are. Like, am I going to get through my day without finding out what Boblax thinks about this situation? I don't know. At the end of the day, like, it just seems so stupid. It all seems so pointless. This is going to have zero direct effect on any of your fucking lives. Let's be very clear. All right. It's not. I know. I think my Boblax impression's on point because he really talks with like the real nasally, like, whoa. He's like an old school actor in the 40s. I don't know. They all seem so self-important. Like their opinions are so much more important than they actually make them out to be. Oh my God. I can't wait. I can't sleep. I got to wait for Boblax's opinion on this whole thing.
And try to sympathize with him about how autistic people would act. The reality is that he was just using him.
Good
also,
move,
remember
Saul.
that 8-page Google document response by John Swan? Well, as it turns out, prior to its release, Nicholas DiOrio had published a second channel video defending John, obviously not knowing anything about John's lies at the time. When John wrote his first draft of the document and showed it to Nick realized that a lot of the points were strangely similar to...
Honestly, the only reason I'm interested in drama is because I like learning from other people's mistakes. Yeah, Blue Jay, I totally get why you guys watch it. I get why you guys watch it. And I'm not talking about like the people who watch it. I totally understand why you watch it, Blue Jay, because it's entertainment, right? And it's fun to keep up with all these people. But the way that Boblax worded his response was like he wrote it like everybody was on the edge of their seat waiting to find out what he had to say. And to be honest, nobody really fucking cares. Nobody cares. Enough attention does not mean you are actively famous. That's true, DSP. It's true. Like, I don't think anybody was like, oh my God, when is Boblax going to put out his fucking statement on this drama? Like, you know, it just seems so self-important, you know? And that's not your fault, Blue Jay, right? They're meant to entertain you. But I don't know. It's just the wording, the way he said it just all seems so cringy to me. Yeah, we definitely don't care, Bobby. Bobby, if there's one thing you can count on, it's that we don't give a fuck on this channel about what you have to say about anything.
To his video. In a matter of days, John had destroyed months of effort. It was all gone. For the last year, he'd prided himself on journalism and ethics, research and integrity. And you lied to all your friends and your audience for weeks on end as they sacrificed their credibility defending you? For such an esteemed commentator, it really was a pathetic way to go out.
Yeah, I mean, that's fair. That's true, right? But the John Swan shit is, like, it was fucked up. What he did was stupid. I don't know why the hell he ever thought that was a good idea. Probably thought it was funny at the time, or he was drunk or something, but yeah, not a good move. Intermission.
Three months after the Dream situation, John came back, but it wasn't in the way that most expected. Rather than a big return with a new video, John first posted, "I empathize with Dream." During John's time away,
I think that I got into drama mostly because, like Blue Jay said, it's easy to find out and learn from people's mistakes. But at the same time, I would be lying to y'all if I didn't be true and say intermission means people leave the chat. Yeah. But I'll be honest, if you really thought that I'm like really truly invested in like what's going on with these people, you're nuts. But like you have to look at it from a very laissez-faire approach. Like you have to take everything said with a grain of salt and just realize it's entertainment for y'all. Like if anybody was really truly emotionally affected by the Bo Black statements or the John Swan lie, other than the people who are directly involved, like Nick or Dream, I don't know. I feel like you need to like pull out a little bit, you know, and go do something else. But like if you're just watching it out of the pure enjoyment of watching people just do dumb shit, I get that. I do get that.
Dream had also been caught lying about the status of his Minecraft speedrun, a far-reaching lie that had led to the harassment of those who had initially criticized him. But rather than celebrating this or even ignoring it entirely, John decided to side with him in this really weird kind of video.
You know, I keep on coming back to this line. All I know is that it scared me a lot. Feeling like everything you've built might come tumbling down and there's nothing you can do about it is really stressful. And it is. And people not in this situation would never know how it feels. People that don't have a channel, that are not here, that haven't been called out, would never know how this feels.
Yeah, if we talk about it, usually it's to make fun of them. And make fun of how, like, try hard and, like, how egotistical everybody is.
And I understand. And I empathize. But at the same time...
Like, what John did is fucked up. Don't get me wrong. Like, you tried to ruin a guy's life. Like, that's fucking terrible. Like, and you should feel like a real shitty-ass human being for that. Not getting enough drama, so now I'm on YouTube. DSP's life's too peaceful. He needs to go watch other people fight.
It's like, I wish he could have empathized with me. Because he knows how this could have felt. But he went on Reddit, he started to do a whole lot of stuff and post whatever he did, and, you know, that still feels and it impacts me to this day, you know?
John would eventually come back to his main channel, but with such unappetizing topics like NFTs and Mixer. Consider the gravitas and deep stories behind John's exposés on Suzy Lou, Chris Hansen and Deji, and then compare it to videos like this. Eventually, John did start making videos on topics people were more interested in, like Chris Hansen's continuing Onision investigation, but the videos still didn't do as well as John had done before. He did get a stroke of luck in September, however. John was working on his video about Isabella Janke, one of the most depraved people who messed with Chris.
Yo, she's fucking wild, Isabella Janke. I'd love to cover her on this channel. Her story is nuts. And crazy. I think that I think she's a pretty girl, but apparently like she's into like poop and shit like that. Like I'm not even kidding. Like apparently like there's like some weird poop thing going on with her or something that I don't know. We'll talk about her. I don't know if I'm gonna do a video on her or not because I'm trying to branch out to more mainstream things that have happened, but she would definitely be an interesting person to watch and learn about. I think that she would blow your guys' minds. I'm sure Blue Jay knows who she is and the shit she's been into, but it's fucked up.
Christian and got him to admit that he his mom, and someone obtained information behind the scenes that fellow commentary channel Turkey Tom was also working on an Isabella Janke video. John went into overdrive and released his video earlier. However, Tom would end up having the last laugh as his video blew up and gained almost 3 million views, whilst John's video stayed at around the 100,000 view mark. Another testament that quality is better than quantity, especially considering the fact that John had cut out some of the most disgusting details of Isabella's actions, whilst Tom was perfectly fine reading them. This eventually led to another video in the style of the I Empathize with Dream one, except this one was titled The Future of the Channel and Why I Might Be Quitting, where he talks about how YouTube was no longer sustainable and the savings from his online earnings were starting to run out.
That's why you need a fucking day job. Like, like you have to be like at pierogi level to be able to. You have to be at a couple millions to be able to live off of YouTube comfortably. Even Boogie couldn't do it though. He had 4 million subscribers and somehow managed to not make YouTube sustainable anymore. But I'll tell you what, if I have 4 million subscribers, you better believe I'm gonna fucking make sure that I can live off YouTube. But for the most part, like Nick could probably live off YouTube if he wanted to, but he keeps a day job so he could just focus on doing content and keeping it fun. You know, you have to have that safe set of income. I would never be able to live off YouTube.
And the financial impacts from this, I'm sure you can imagine, have also not been great. I moved out of my parents' place about a year ago now, so a few months into moving out, I got into this massive controversy, which was not great. But thankfully, I'm smart with money, and financial ruin for me is still, quite a long way off. But just to give you like an idea of how bad things are, I am making less than half of what I should every month.
Well, okay, what should you make? Like, what is what you should make? Like, you're not entitled to shit, bro. I'm sorry, but everybody always thinks this. Like, I'm okay. I would never sit here and think that I deserve $1,000 a month on YouTube because I made it one time. You know what I mean? Like, I would never sit here and feel like that I deserve that. I make probably a quarter of that now a month on YouTube. And it's predominantly Soul who helps me out. So thank you, Soul. I love you, girl. But I'm not entitled to that money. It's so this what I should be making versus what I am making. Content is so comment is so stupid. Well, Boogie probably spent his money on a lot. Yes, he definitely did, Janie. 100% he did.
In order to break even with bills, food, rent, etc. So yeah, things are not great financially. Things are not great view-wise. Remember, this is how I make money. This is my job.
But even with such a damaging controversy like the Dream situation, there was a chance he could bring it back. It may seem unlikely, but this applies to everyone.
Yeah, he invested in Bitcoin and Bitcoin dropped, so he thought that he was broke. Guess what? If he would have saved that money and never cashed in, Boogie would be able to retire now and he'd be freaking rich as shit.
YouTubers and other online creators have gotten into irreversible controversies, but as long as they upload consistently, they can just power through it. And John would get his first opportunity to rebuild his reputation not long after. Though the name Kai Weiss is now associated with a messy entanglement of allegations and disputes, back in 2021 he was simply known as another art commentary channel. But he gained the attention of a lot of people when he issued a false copyright strike upon Akumu, a 300 subscriber channel who criticized him. As we've learned, copyright law is John's forte, his speciality, and so when they got into a debate on John's second channel, it was barely a competition. Not only did John completely dogwalk Kai on copyright, Kai's immature reactions and constantly saying that John is quacking didn't help him.
Who else was it?
Theo talked about it.
Yeah, but those people were all right. Those people were correct. So I'm criticizing the people that are wrong.
To you.
Yeah.
To you. They're correct to you.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm criticizing the people that I believe should be criticized. Why would I talk about the people that are right? What?
Hold on. Relax. Stop quacking, bro.
Stop quacking, bro.
Because I believe that they're correct.
Yeah, he did. So he bought hookers. I've been talking to Boogie since I've been in the locale live Discord. He goes in there and I'm always trolling the shit out of him. But it's fun. I mainly hang out in the locale stuff because I think it's a great way to try to get some people to come to see the channel. But it's also fun to troll Boogie.
It would help if you watch the rest of the video. It would help if you watch the stream because I go over all of this in the stream.
Stop quacking, bro. Relax. Like I said.
A few months later, John would also debate commentary YouTuber Lanza on copyright as well. In the wake of John's obliteration from the internet, Lanza had made a video on John that contained one of John's videos totally uncut. He was just using all of his video with no edits, which absolutely did not fall under fair use. To add to that, the rest of the video was mainly just other people's content. Lanza's total amount of footage.
Yeah, he does. He's hanging in there a lot, Soul. He hangs down there a lot. Let me see right now. I will check. Let me see what's going on in the locale server at the moment. Yeah, there's a ton of people in there right now. Wow, there are so many people live in there. Xylie's live in there right now. What is she doing over in the Discord channel right now? I almost want to show you what's happening, but I don't know what anybody's going to say. All right, hang on. I'm going to hop in for a second to show you guys what goes on in this server, but then I'm going to hop out so that I don't get yelled at by Keemstar or something. Oh, Billy the Fridge is in there too.
Runners in one show. Split it up and recast for Rewind. Nah, that is fine.
How about we just add Mafsy as the third host? Every show needs a third host. A podcast has to have at least three people.
Nobody wants to listen to my fucking stupid voice.
We're actually our third host is gonna be AI PewDiePie.
Yep.
That's fine too.
I've got too much things you could dig up online.
I'm just gonna let you guys know though, I will never end my fight for a show. I'm gonna get one day. One day.
Your own show. You've got the Twiggy show.
I had to turn
Twiggy
it off.
TV. No, Twiggy
I
TV is
turned
my
off
own
my mic,
thing.
but
I wanna. I have a
so Billy the
passion.
Fridge and Xylee host.
Yeah, and you've never invited me on.
And then all these
Because
other
it
people
doesn't
hang
actually
out in there. Xylee's
Twiggy
in there.
stars
right
in
now, hanging
Lolcow
out.
Dexter.
Okay, I'm hopping out now. I don't want to get in trouble or kicked out of the server for showing what goes on in the voice channels. But that's essentially what you get when you go in there. So if anything, Keemstar, I'm promoting your Discord. Okay, so if you guys want to join the Lolcow Discord and just plug your boy EG constantly, go for it. Go for it. All right, back to our video now. But that's essentially what you get when you go into that server. Keem doesn't go in the voice chats very often. But if you want to talk to Boogie, Wings doesn't go in there. Boogie goes in there all the time though. So, but I also went in there to be able to troll Becky and shit. Y'all don't even want to know who is talked about in the live panel that I frequent. You'll have to check it out. Soul's in only an EG server, and that's the only place you need to be, girl. That's the only place you need to be. But look, it's 1:40 in the morning right now, and everybody's hanging out in the voice service. So that's kind of like what you guys can expect if you get into that server.
Footage where he was talking was less than the total length of uninterrupted clips
Yeah, Becky
of
is
John's
insufferable.
videos. So again, John completely dog-walked him, with Lanza's best defense being that it was for context, when I'm pretty sure you can show the context without just putting it there in its rawest form. But both Kai and Lanza were significantly smaller.
I look at it as that, first off, I don't have money to be in these servers, right? But I look at it as an investment into the channel. That's how I look at it, as an investment in the channel. I go in there, I start a little bit of shit, and then people learn who I am, and then maybe they'll be interested in coming to see what I'm saying on my live stream. That's kind of how I treat it. Again, it's another thing where I'm not truly invested all the way with what's going on with all them, because at the end of the day, it means nothing to me in my life. But if I can turn it into some pretty good content, I'll do that, you know?
Than John. If there was one situation that re-solidified his place in the community, it was the fights that broke.
Soul, you have to take chances. I'm learning more and more throughout my YouTube journey that you have to take chances and try things that are what's the word I'm looking for? Not normal. Unconventional. That's the word I'm looking for. So I feel like getting into the server with those guys and learning a little bit about their community and trying to poach some people from the community. Why not? You know, why not? Plus, there's always stuff to talk about revolving around that shit.
Broken out within it. The YouTuber
Although I will say my Keemstar video did shitty, which I don't get because I feel like that was a great video about Grace and all the shit she's been through. Even Xylee liked it. So I don't personally get it. Well, I don't know what is happening. Maybe it's my thumbnails or something. I think I got to change some thumbnails on my videos because they should be doing a lot better than they are. And it's not because, and I'm not saying that like I deserve any more views, but I know what people watch and I know what I put out. And I feel like sometimes what I put out should be, it's like, and maybe I'm partial because it's my shit, but you know what I mean? Just be patient. You can make those shocked faces. Yeah. Just start doing every thumbnail's me going like, you know, that's probably what I'm missing.
Technicals, standing now at over 100,000 subscribers, had gained a lot of attention after his work looking into some of the most popular cases in the Smash community. In particular, his video vindicating Sky Williams and looking into the case of the Sky House had gained him a lot of acclaim and friends in the commentary community. Both John and Technicals were admired for their quality research and style of presentation, but there were obvious differences. John's content was more analytical and dry, whilst Technicals was known for his humour. So, what had happened? In late 2021, Technicals made a video.
Yeah, some advice Pierogi gave me was like, I saw that you've put your face in some of your thumbnails, which I get, but your brand isn't big enough yet for anybody to see your face and want to click. And I'm like, you're right. You're fucking right, bro. So I basically just have to, maybe I need to take words out of my thumbnails too and just make it a picture or something, maybe less. It seems basic does best nowadays, you know? Yeah, you guys will watch it, but I feel like you guys are going to watch it anyway because you guys hopefully have me all the notifications on my videos because y'all are my crew, you know? Y'all are the best. But not everybody looks at that. Like I have people who will come back and watch once in a while. But some people may come be like, oh, it's the story about John Jones. I know this. Click right off, and not realize that I'm putting in parts of the video showing where John went in. Not a lot of stuff that I've seen a lot of people do.
Video looking into the case of Zero, possibly one of the best players to have ever been in the Smash competitive scene. Zero had left the internet after 2 people came out against him with allegations of sexual misconduct. One of them, known as Jisoo, alleged that Zero had shown her sexual material when she was a minor. The other was a girl named Katie, who testified that Zero had
Shocking. A guy who's known for playing Super Smash Brothers is hitting on women that he shouldn't be. That is the internet personified, folks.
He messaged her sexually in 2014 when she was 14 and he was 19. One of the claims that stands out the most is that Zero had asked her to video herself doing explicit acts with ice cubes.
Oh my God,
sending that
ice
video
cubes
over to him.
though?
Zero would admit that Katie's allegations were true in a Twitlonger in 2021 before attempting to
Maybe
take
he
his own
actually
life.
meant Ice
Technical's
Cube's
video
the
attempts to
rapper.
offer a different perspective on the situation. He pretty much steamrolls the claim from Jisoo before going over the allegations with Katie, making a case that Zero does not fit the definition of pedophilia and was not a threat currently. He supports that by pointing out that Zero ran an entire team of...
It was helpful to know John made a wrong turn and the image of the cave entrance gave me chills. I know. How cool was that? Like the people who went to Nutty Putty Cave showed where John went in and where he should have gone in. That to me was probably one of the most powerful parts of that video. I'm plugging it because I worked really hard on it and I really think that was a great video. So check it out. For reals, for reals. I think it's a great video. I'm just saying. All right. Maybe I'm speaking, maybe the wine's talking. I don't know. But I wrote all the music for it. Guys, wait until you see what the future of this channel is going to look like. It's going to be nuts, guys. It's going to be fucking nuts. The stuff we're going to cover is going to be insane. You guys are never going to know what I'm talking about next, but it's all going to be very interesting shit that I'm going to make sure I research the hell out of and know everything about before I talk about it. I can guarantee you that. Because now that I'm writing scripts, every time you talk about your video, I keep thinking or talking about John Swan. Blue Jay, I'm bouncing back and forth. My ADHD is on wine right now, so my ADHD is wine drunk. So it's going all over the place. It's going all over the place. We'll have to live with it. I did start off my lecture, though, talking about this guy and Super Smash Brothers thing, and then randomly turned into talking about my other video again. All right. We're going to focus on John Swan, all right? I'm not changing tactics anymore. We're focusing on John Swan.
Of children after this incident, and reasons that Zero's environment and life created these conditions. Aspects such as childhood trauma, Zero being preyed on multiple times during his childhood, the age of consent where he grew up being 14, him not understanding what was okay, like eating moldy waffles without knowing they're harmful, or not knowing why World War II happened until he was 19. These were all points noted in Tech's video. He ends off the video by saying that he doesn't mind if Zero comes back to making content, and notes the Smash community's blatant hypocrisy by welcoming back Nairo, another popular Smash player who was also accused of having a sexual relationship with a 15-year-old when he was 20.
Oh my god, what is up with these video game players? Stay away from the youngins, guys. Stay away from the kids. What is so hard about that?
Zero video.
I don't know where you got that, but that emoji is great.
Performed incredibly well, yet it also came under a lot of criticism. Many people, especially those in the commentary community, felt that Technicals had downplayed Zero's actions and distracted from their severity by using manipulative or outright nonsensical arguments. This turned into a divide within the community, and John would take his chance with his video in December 2021.
Is that an elbow cough? I thought he was dabbing.
Titled, What Really Happened to Zero?
Yeah, oof.
John's video seeks to lay out the Zero case in far more detail, and unlike Tech's video, does actually painstakingly go through the DMs with Katie and her Twitlonger, stating that Zero is absolutely a groomer. John then goes over Tech's video and refutes several aspects of it. He accuses
Is he supposed to look like a detective from the 50s? Is that like, was that a thing he was going with?
Heck of emotional manipulation by talking about Katie's allegations and then cutting to an interview with Zero where he details his suicide story. He also accuses him of warping definitions of pedophilia to fit his argument, and not making it clear that he condones the conversations with his various points about Zero's life. John also highlights that
if we could get a beaver to dab in the emojis, that would work. That would be great. Yeah, it looks like a dab to me too. I've heard nothing of dabbing, but Team ADHD is banned. Yes, that's right. The ADHD will not die easily.
The Technicals dismissed legitimate questions about Zero's possible threat.
You don't know what a dab is, Saul? This is a dab. When it was really popular right before COVID, everybody was out there dabbing. They'd be going around just being like, I just dab on them, baby.
correct via a joke, and accuses Tech of putting in the Naru section specifically to make Zero's case more palatable. To finish off, John also talks about Zero's leaked DMs to Technicals, and how it seems like he has no guilt for what he did, before going over a case that Technicals was previously involved with that concerned his brother and a group chat of minors. Technicals did eventually respond to the video's points, but we're only talking about John Swan for this video, and this work had done wonders for John's reputation, with headlines across live streams with the words total vindication. It immediately got him back into many people's good graces, and that level of respect was retained when others settled their issues with Tech privately a month or so later. John was the only one not to. To add on to all of this, the start of 2022 would see John's supposed biggest victim.
Yeah, it's like a meaningless thing, so.
Pieman completely burn his career. After being over by John, Pieman had the perfect platform for a fledgling channel, and he had even gotten a 1 million view video talking about Minecraft YouTuber Stampy.
Damn.
But as time passed, instead of making videos, Pieman was only sinking further and further into Discord degeneracy. He would be arguing with other small commentators and Kiwi farmers about racial politics, becoming more and more of a Discord dweller. It felt like the break he took from the online world never happened, and that would culminate in a January 2022 document where Pieman admitted to exchanging nudes with a number of fellow small commentators over Discord. Their closest partner was LMM Skits, another small
Hey guys, what's your sub count? You want to see my wiener?
commentator who Pieman realized was a full-on pedophile, but kept on role-playing with them until they had enough quote-unquote evidence to expose them. However, many believe that Pieman may have only stayed because of the pleasure they derived from their Discord ERPs doused with degenerate kinks.
The last time, like, the thing with my friend's nudes happened was, like...
Are you guys really down and out so bad that you need to sext people on the internet? Like, what is this, AOL? Age, sex, location, where you from?
A couple weeks ago.
The last time it happened was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
So why didn't you just expose him then?
Oh, Jesus Christ, it's Aiden.
At that point of time, I didn't want that to stop. There's a reason it happened like 3 times. It didn't just happen once.
Well, at that time, you kind of, part of you still wanted it to continue.
Yeah.
Though John may not have known at the time, his warning towards Pieman all that time ago was scarily correct.
Aiden thinks he's Barbara Walters or something.
Correct. John's reputation received a further boost, whilst the wider public would never really hear of Pieman again. John Swan had done what was thought to be the impossible. Through a number of debates where he performed well, alongside a well-received video covering the commentary community's most destructive situation that year, he had earned the respect back from his fellow peers and his diehard audience. Things weren't the same as before the Dream situation, but of course things can never be exactly like the past. John had gotten out of the huge hole that he dug himself, and
he's like a tiny Jewish Barbara Walters. That's Aiden.
Now prepared to work on a video on Creepshow art, a topic bound to do well.
Oh, Creepshow art. That is a crazy fucking story.
All he had to do was not jump back down. One thing that I didn't really go over in that last segment is how John's friend group of YouTubers had changed. And I don't mean the people that you would usually expect, like AugurFC or Nick Diorio. When John came out of the Dream drama and as he was building up his own reputation, his friend circle now consisted of more young and aspiring editors. Incredibly talented editors, mind you, but also people inexperienced with life and an online platform. Obviously, it wasn't all 15-year-olds, there were YouTubers in there you may recognize.
Aiden had 743,000 subscribers. What the hell happened to him? How did that... Blue Jay, what happened to Aiden that made him lose that many subscribers? Because now he's Aiden Underground. Blows my mind. 743K subscribers. So he was way bigger. Yeah, you had to have seriously fucked up to lose that many subscribers. Or have to restart over again. Did he get his channel hacked or something? Because like right now, he's only a couple thousand more than me.
Recognized like Aiden projects.
We will get to 1 million, by the way. We will. Mark my words. EG lately will get to 1 million subscribers at some point. The Swan is looking fucking sus. Yeah. Yo, I don't trust that wine, bitch. I mean, that Swan. You see that? I don't trust the wine either, to be honest with you. That Swan be looking fucking sus, though. Look at that. Look like he just farted. That Swan looked like he just farted. He's waiting for someone to smell it. I have no clue. I never really watched his stuff. He would be on RFC a lot. That's the only reason I know about him. Damn. How did Augie only get to 80K and Aiden got to 743K? It makes no fucking sense. Aiden doesn't even... Does Aiden put together videos or something? I need to figure this out. I gotta find out now. Is Aiden Projects even a fucking channel anymore? The Aiden Project? Aiden Projects. Okay, he's still there. Okay, why did he start a new channel? Look, he deleted all his videos. He's only got 3 videos up. I'm J-Station Pure Manipulation.
to voodoo dolls to giant killer teddy bears, this guy's covered it all. Every taboo.
Oh my God, he's like 5. He's like 5 years old.
With the Ouija board at 3 a.m.
Out of 1 million subscribers, this guy will do just about anything to get views, even if it means obtaining those views via fake means. Jay uploads.
God damn, dude, he's like 5 years old when he made that channel. Okay, I still don't get why he lost it though. Why didn't he just keep making videos on Aiden Project? He's got 700. Did he get demonetized or something like that? Yeah, he is. I like beer and champagne. Damn right, Kim. Drink them if you got them. Yeah, he sounds like he was like 5 or 6. He didn't even go through puberty yet.
Or Dr. Skipper, but most of them were young creators. For the story going forward, we only really need to know 3 main people. First of all, Jay Contrary, probably the most well-known small commentator in the group. He was a German kid who had made his presence well-known in the community with an amazingly edited video on the...
I'll tell you what though, I gave Aiden a lot of shit because he's just like a big dweeb, but I mean, that's impressive to get to that kind of numbers at that age. But I also think half of the reason he is... I don't know. I lost my train of thought there.
Downfall of Tumblr, and had also run his own show Jayco Live covering the community drama. Then there's Haha Yeah, a 15-year-old British commentator who is most well known for his video covering the mishaps and misdeeds of Pieman. And then there's Cammy, another small British commentary YouTuber who was 18 years old. Cammy was kind of the butt of every joke in the group because he wouldn't be able to handle jokes about him well, which encouraged everyone else to make even more jokes about him. And
maybe I need to do that. Maybe I just need to be very sensitive and make people like spaz out when people make fun of me, and then I'll be able to get more viewership out of people wanting to watch me spaz out. We're just trying new things here.
In March of 2022, Cammy met a girl.
I'm way too laid back. I think that's my problem, is I'm way too like, yeah, bro, what's up, man? Yo, that's dope, bro. I need to fucking like man up and do some big shit. My kid sees me online and I let him watch some YouTube. Now he wants to make vids. Yeah, I mean, my daughter wants to make videos too, but I told her she can't start making videos till she's 13. I feel like 13 I can kind of monitor a little bit better, but she wants to make videos now, and I'm like, no, you're 10 years old, you're not making friggin' videos online so that a bunch of... I think the reason that people probably watched Aiden was because he was a kid, you know, that creepy... There's a lot... I think people underestimate how many creeps are out there.
Girl by the name of Lizard or Liz, who was another viewer of the comedy community who others knew on Twitter.
Yeah, being chill's base, but being chill doesn't get you views.
Claim to fame is running a commentary fan Discord server called Chadville. We're not exactly sure how Cam and Liz got in contact. It may have been through Chadville, but we know that they were friends and were talking daily on Twitter before this. On Easter Sunday,
that's why I let her in the members only videos, like because I know that you guys most likely are like behind a paywall, so I let you guys see Little Lately over there. But other than that, like, I don't let her out in the public, you know what I mean?
Sunday 2022, Haha Yeah published a document.
Shut up, Saul! I'm yelling at you now. How about that? Is that working? Is that better? Is that cooler? Nah, I ain't chill. I'm chill though. I gotta be the chill guy.
Against Cammy with links to message logs over 16 days. Liz was 15 turning 16, whilst Cam was 18 turning 19. Their conversation starts on March 28th, where they connect with things like sharing the same birthday month, which then turns into flirting and sexting for the next 5 hours straight.
Yes, Janie, I agree. They need to be faceless if they are.
Pretty much replicated for the next few days, with the defining feature being Cammy's insanely detailed descriptions of their sexual conversations and what he would do to her. Cammy also offered to send her a dick pic at one point.
People are unhinged, DSB. That's why you can never be too careful. Lizard says, I saw that in my notifications, Cam. Oops. Why would you ask that? I don't know. I'm sorry. I forgive you. You promise? Yeah, I promise. What the I don't know. Talk is this?
Which made her uncomfortable, leading to him apologizing and then working stuff out.
Might want to rephrase that. I don't let her out in the... Yeah, okay. I don't let her in public videos. How about that? Yes. And when I public a video, you will most likely not see Little Lately in it. She's only there for the vlogs. If you want to see Little Lately, you got to pay for that shit. Because I feel like the only people who... and if I ever get big and like there's a lot of people coming into members, I might just go in and cut out the parts of her. But by then, I feel like she'll be 13, you know, by the time we ever get to like a substantial size that it would actually matter.
It's also worth noting the maturity difference, not just in age, but also in sexual experience. Cam has already lost his virginity, whilst Liz hasn't. And he's here talking about what he would do to her in incredible...
Yes, I have her chained up and locked in my closet. That's where Little Lately stays. Although I think she got... The one day that I let her come in and close out the live stream, I think she learned really fast just how hard it is to sit back here and talk on a mic for so long, because she came up and she talks my ear off nonstop right when I'm streaming. So I gave her the mic thinking she was going to do that to y'all. And then she just comes up and just doesn't have anything to say. I was like, are you kidding me?
Incredible detail while she's in class and at school. Additionally, Cam himself comments on the age gap being weird and compares it to Vexay's stuff, a small commentary predator exposed in 2021. And their interactions eventually ended in late April because Liz saw Cam as just a friend, as she also had a boyfriend at the time. Meanwhile, Cam saw it as much more than just friends. Whilst the document definitely does make Cammy out to be a complete freak, the writing of it and priorities felt really off. Emphasis on strange aspects and specifics, a finalizing fixation on Cam's YouTube career of 2,000 subscribers, and a treatment of him that some consider too harsh. Throughout the DMs, Cam would stop in the middle of the conversation and ask if she was comfortable continuing, and when there was an issue, the two would sort it out. They never had very deep conversations about their lives as far as we know, and it's a 3-year age gap. For the record, I believe Cam's conversations are wrong, but the point stands that he isn't a pedophile, and a Google document published with the intent of life ruination is not the way to deal with this. It didn't help that in the original tweet, Haha Yeah stated that Cam was 18 turning 19, while simply mentioning that Liz was 15. A fair statement would say that she was 15 turning 16, which we know as in the messages, she talks about how her birthday is 5 days before Cam's. Initially, the reaction from those who saw the Cammy document was mostly disgust and jokes, with John Swan being one of the people promoting it, alongside memes comparing Cammy to Jeffrey Epstein. Obviously, this and Haha Yeah's association to John definitely drew some suspicion to him, but that was overshadowed by Cammy coming out and admitting his faults. So, case closed, right? Well, this document would have far bigger reaches than anyone writing had envisioned, as it soon came across the feed of the streamer Destiny.
He says he doesn't want Lizard to feel uncomfortable around him while not stopping to consider that he's the adult in the situation. Bro,
yeah, it's a cute age, Kim.
18. Are you serious?
Haha Yeah would call in, and immediately started out by saying that he was not the only writer of the document.
What's up?
Yo, y'all want to talk about a fall off? Let's talk about Destiny. Destiny fucking fell off hard this year. I would say Destiny's almost a lolcow at this point. Have you ever thought about doing StreamYard, EG? I've messed with Streamlabs. I do Restream right now, but I'm honestly considering abandoning Twitch and just doing YouTube, because I think that YouTube like stunts my growth a little bit because I'm on so many other streams, and then doing it more once we get bigger here. Because I don't know. I don't know if the multi-streaming is hurting me or not. And I'm kind of annoyed that I got banned off Twitch from just looking through Instagram, which is super lame. But I got banned off Twitch. I kind of want to skip some of this part. Is there even anything here? Blue Jays, what's the best stuff left to watch? I honestly don't really care about this Cammy stuff. I don't know who that is. Doesn't seem very important. And this is all Destiny stuff, which I can't stand Destiny. I want to know if there's anything specific that you let's move forward to here. This looks like I can see like where a lot of people skip to, so we're gonna skip ahead a little bit.
Why is everybody saying that you were directly involved in this? I've got like 20 different people DMing me like, dude, John Swan like wrote the document. He was like,
I did not do that. I don't know where that's. Okay? No, that is not true. I quote tweeted it. I don't know. Maybe they thought that was why, but no, I didn't have anything to do with it. I don't know why it's being brought up as fact.
In the wake of the Destiny stream, John also put out a statement reiterating his sentiment. Just wanted to clarify a few things after the event of today. A few days ago, I was contacted by a girl who I have mutual friends with. She told me that they were taken advantage of and manipulated. I gave some advice based on what I was told at the time and directed her to people that I thought could help. Apparently, she was pressured by her friends into coming forward with this information, and they put ideas into her head. The writers of the document constantly checked up on her to make sure she was okay with going public, and she confirmed every time that she was. She told me today that she did feel weird about it at certain points, but shrugged it off and didn't tell them. I don't blame the girl for this, of course. Things can get confusing when put under so much pressure, but that is part of the reason that led to this cluster happening. This was all about trying to help the girl. I believed her motivations were clean, and I did not know she had outsiders influencing her. To make things super clear, I did not write a word of the document.
Yes, you are the only one on Kick, Soul. That's why I'm thinking about just moving everything and sticking with YouTube. I feel like I've been doing this for almost a year now, and for months I've been on Kick. For months I've been on Twitch. I only get Carla on Twitch, and I only get you on Kick. So it kind of seems silly to even continue trying to use those platforms until I get more notoriety. I think YouTube's my bread and butter at this point, and I'd like to be able to watch stuff without having to worry about getting kicked off of the other streams. You know? Yeah, I just think YouTube is where I belong. YouTube's the one that seems to care about me. Well, at least they did care about me. They haven't seemed to care about me lately. But I do think that me streaming, multi-streaming, they know that, and I don't think they push the stream out as hard.
small portions and made edits when asked. And whilst I didn't have a problem with the docs release at the time, Destiny stream definitely opened me up.
And being on X is pointless. I hardly get anybody over from X. If anything, I think it hurts my hurts me because I think people get sick of me streaming all the time and that being one in my tweets, you know? StreamYard plus YouTube is fun as long as people wait to talk. So how does StreamYard work, DSB? Is it like a panel type thing that you go into and you get bunched in with a bunch of other streamers? You were at 3,000 in August, and now you're at 640 more. Yeah, I know, but we need more growth than that. I'm watching other people fly past me, Soul, and I know that, like, you know, we're not really comparing ourselves to other people, but I think I'm still finding myself as a creator. I really do. I gotta be honest, I'm kind of over this video. It's just too long until you started doing it. I have no idea you would stream on X. Yes, that is a weird thing. A lot of people don't realize you could do that. I thought that maybe X would push me because they want to have streamers on there, right? They want to have streamers, but now it doesn't seem like they care. It doesn't seem like they care unless they know you or you're talking politics or something. I don't think they care about drama streamers over on X. Yeah, it's a panel, easier to do interviews. I'll have to look into that, DSB. I think that would be fun. I'll take a look at StreamYards and figure it out. I don't really know what else to say about John Swan. I think I've kind of lost interest in the video. But I do appreciate... I was more interested in watching it for the Nicholas DiOrio stuff. And that's pretty much it. All these other people he's fighting with, I don't know. I don't really care about. And I think we got to the points that were most important. Because nobody else is directly related to me, you know? Nobody else is anybody who I actually know or talk to or anything like that, so... But I will look into StreamYards. I don't know. I don't know, guys. I don't know what you want to do. You want me to sing you a Christmas song? I'll sing you a Christmas song. Because it's Christmas. I don't even know if this computer's on. It is on. All right, give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I'm going to sing y'all a motherfucking Christmas song. I like doing all the random shit on here. I gotta go to where the chords are though. I want to go to bed. It's 2 a.m. Yeah, I get you, Blue Jay. I know. If you guys want to dip, I totally understand that. But anybody who wants to stick around, I'll sing you guys a Christmas song. I don't think I sing to y'all enough. I'm gonna piss my neighbors off though. I'm gonna make them angry. Let's see, do I want to stay with this or do I want to go to... I think I want to go back to regular piano sound. Oh, thank you, Blue Jay. You're the best. All you guys are the best. Especially all you guys who've been hanging out. I really do. Can't tell you how much I really appreciate y'all. Fucking neighbors, they should be grateful. I know, especially the ones below me who are friggin' smoking cigarettes all the friggin' time. I haven't played this song in a while, but I think that you guys will like it. What? I have to put ads on to... Hang on, I think I have a subscription to this, don't I? I gotta watch an ad to allow scrolling. Oh, but it wants you. Oh my God, it's so dumb. So dumb. It's because I use a thing with ad blocker on. It comes with the program though, so I'm not like actually using it myself. But it's like you can't use this until you turn off your ad blocker, which is kind of lame. Let me turn off the effects till I'm ready to start singing. Oh my God, go away. What is wrong with you? Just scroll, bitch. Where is the ad blocker? This was not supposed to be like this, guys. This is not supposed to be like this. It won't even let me close programs out. See, this is why I switched from Apple. I switched from Apple because this is stupid. No, close. Don't save. Thank you. God dang, man. God dang. I gotta go in the Chrome. 20 programs for one goal. That's right, DSB. Welcome to 2024. Yeah, the dang smokers are supposed to be leaving at the end of this month, though, so that should be good. They're supposed to be going somewhere new. They bought a house or something, so we're fingers crossed that we're going to be able to go. Like the whole time I've been doing this stream, my nose starts getting stuffy, and it's because I'm breathing in the frigging smoke the whole time. All right, does auto scroll work now? All right, now it's working. But I need to speed it up. All right, you guys ready for a song? A little Christmas jingle? A little Christmas tune for you? Yes, I am a professional. I'm going to sing you guys to sleep, all right? I'm going to sing you guys to sleep. This is going to be nice. Just got to move this laptop down a little bit. It's blocking it.
Holy
There you go, guys. Yo, what's up, Tipster? Came in, I was singing some holiday jams for the people. I hope you're having a wonderful Christmas today. Or Christmas. What does that even mean? I hope you're having a wonderful Christmas today. But you see, guys, this is why I like Tip, right? He comes in, he says hi, shows up. That's why I don't let nobody talk shit on him. That's my boy. That's my boy, Blue. Oh, but I hope you guys like that. Did you guys dig it? Did you guys dig the song? Were you vibing with it? Were you getting in that Christmas spirit? I don't know. I'm just kind of winging it at this point. But anyway, I hope that everybody is enjoying the holidays. I'm sick, but trying to recover in time for the holidays. Well, I hope you feel better. Everybody show Tipster some love in the chat. Let him know that we're thinking of him and hope his health recovers. We'll have to get you back on. Tipster, I think it'd be fun when you get your health back if we did a gaming stream together where I don't know what game you want to play, but I think it'd be fun to game with you and play something. I don't know if there's not a whole lot of multiplayer Resident Evil games, but you let me know what you want to play, and I think that would be fun to do, just as a chill, laid back stream, just chatting or whatever. See, that's the love. Thank you, Soul. I have tears. Thank you. It was meant to be a beautiful song. That's my favorite Christmas song, by the way. There's also another great Christmas song by a band called the Dropkick Murphys called "Tis the Wait." I forget what they call it, but it's a really good one. I'd play it, but I'm pretty sure it's going to get copyrighted. You know what, though? I got to cut out some stuff in this video anyway, so let me see if I can find it. Oh, that's it. The season's upon us. This is a great song. This is a great song. I just want to share. I want to show you guys this video or song just so that you guys can enjoy this song. I'm an Irish guy, so what can I say? I like this stuff.
The season's upon us.
Any Dropkick Murphys fans?
Brandy and eggnog, there's plenty of cheer. There's lights on the trees and there's wreaths to be hung. There's mischief and mayhem and songs to be sung. There's bells and there's holly, the kids are gung-ho. True love finds a kiss beneath fresh mistletoe. Some families are messed up while others are fine. If you think yours is crazy, well, you should see mine.
Well, it's Irish. It's an Irish punk band.
Sisters are whack jobs, I wish I had none. Their husbands are losers and so are their sons.
Yeah, I guess so.
My nephew's a horrible, wise little twit. He once gave me a nice gift wrap box full of shit. He likes to pelt carolers with icy snowballs. I'd like to take him out back and deck more than the halls. With family like this, I would have to confess I'd be better off lonely, distraught and depressed. The season's upon us, it's that time of year. Brandy and eggnog, there's plenty of cheer. There's lights on the trees and there's a wreath to be hung.
I'm happy to hear that, Kim.
Mischief and mayhem and songs to be sung. They call this Christmas where I'm from.
You know you're Irish when this song just hits you in a deep way. You know that your ancestry just, I don't know, just feel it in your heart.
My brother just brought home another big broad. The eyes roll and whispers come loud from the kitchen. I'd come home more often if they'd only quit bitching. Dad, on the other hand's a selfish old sod. Drinks
like,
whiskey alone with my miserable dog.
You like ICP song Santa Claus?
Jerry couldn't care less. He defied.
I'll check it out.
Teddy bear left me the mess. The season's upon.
Yeah, Daddy, it's just such a good song.
Brandy and eggnog, there's plenty of cheer. There's lights on the trees and there's a wreath to be
The video's great too, but I know I'd probably get copyrighted for that.
This Christmas where I'm from.
This is just for the live people that are here. This is gonna get cut out when I post this.
The table set, we raise a toast. The Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. I'm so glad this day only comes once a year. You can keep your opinions, your presents, your Happy New Year. They call this Christmas where I'm from. They call this Christmas where I'm from.
Yeah, if I played the video, I'd definitely get in trouble. Even though I'm talking about how great it is. I don't know, it's just something about that. It's the holidays, so I wanted to share with you guys my favorite Christmas songs. So Old Holy Night is my favorite song to play, and that is probably my favorite song to hear. It's just so great. Such high energy. Just everything about it is just super, super fun. I don't know, it's the Irish guy in me, Irish Catholic. Like, my family's huge. Like, we just went and hung out with them over the weekend. And, like, we can't even fit in a house. I was gonna vlog it for you guys, but sometimes I don't know how my family feels about being on camera. You know, they get a little weirded out by it because they're very blue collar and they're very like you know, Big Brother's always watching. So sometimes I don't feel comfortable taking my camera around them. And also I don't really want to dox my name too hard. And if people can identify every member of my family, it'd probably be easier to find me. Not that I'm big enough for anybody to really give a shit, but maybe one day I will be. It's natural and fun. Yes, I'm glad you guys like it. Anyway, guys, thank you guys so much for hanging out. I think that's where we're going to wrap the stream up tonight. I know this was a super late stream, so for everybody who stayed awake, and especially for you motherfuckers, crazy motherfuckers who have jobs tomorrow, I took off. I was supposed to have work, but I took off tomorrow. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all a lot. I know I didn't stream Thursday, so consider this your Thursday stream. And we're going to hang out. And special thanks to Soul and Luna and Gypsy Rose. You guys freaking rock for donating your memberships at the Angels Crew, too. Thank you guys. Again, so freaking beautiful. And I honestly can't even thank you guys enough. Kevin Z says, mine is Fairtale from New York by the Pogues. I'll have to check that song out. I love a good Christmas jam. You know, everybody's got to have a good Christmas jam. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, though, guys, I think that's where we're going to wrap things up tonight. Much love to you guys. I'll probably see you guys one more time before Christmas. So I'm not saying Merry Christmas to you guys yet or Happy New Year because obviously that's a whole week away. But ain't nothing but a thing, baby. That's right, Toothpick. And I'll see you guys on the next one. All right. Much love. Peace.
Easy lately.